I bought stuff for my I made chicken dumpling soup because it's an easy thing to make and I can just like use it for the whole week.
Yeah.
It cost me like fucking $30
Mm-hmm.
for like essentially. I mean, it's more than one meal because again, I make enough. Like I make it in bulk,
Right.
but it's like $30 for like that. It's too much, dude. Like I want to be able to spend money on what I want. I'm not planning on retirement. My life expectancy is 30 years old, so I'm not going to make it to retirement anyway.
Yeah.
Also, a family friend of mine literally, worked his ass off and died 2 weeks ago, and I'm still pissed off about that.
Mm. Well, are you serious?
About my life expectancy being 39.
No, your friend dying. Was that a serious
Yeah,
statement?
no, I'm actually serious about that. I mean, he wasn't my friend; he's a family friend. I didn't know him that well. He scared
Ah.
me, but
Okay.
I'm mad at like because he was a cool guy. Like he wasn't a bad guy. I didn't know him very well. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like oh yeah we were buddies and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like he was one of those people like he liked working. Like there's people that work to live like most normal people. Then there's
Right.
him who lived to work. But he was 65 and he was around 65. He wasn't retired yet, but he was right at retirement and then he died in a freak accident and it pisses me off.
Yeah, there was some
'Cause
people
it's
that
like
because there's been a lot of bad car accidents in my area, and I think a lot of it has to do with everybody's working multiple jobs. People in this
they're all
economy,
tired and shit.
right? Whether you're a six-figure earner or less, whether you're well educated or not, you have families, you have kids, we get taxes. Just because you make over, let's say $180,000, how much of that do you really keep? I'm not going to go into percentage rates,
Hmm.
but you're not keeping most of your money. And the biggest problem is like you're working to death to maintain some level of status. For what? Yes, for your family, yes, for yourself, but everybody's working to the damn bone. And I think there's people out here that are so into, outside of clearly obvious distraction like your phone, playing your game when you shouldn't. I caught somebody playing the damn Switch on the way to work once, and I was like, hey, oh,
In
that's
his
kick
car?
ass. Yeah, I was like, that's kick ass. And I was like, wait a minute. Get the fuck from behind. Get in behind me.
Dude, that's crazy,
He
dude.
go on the. He go on the. I caught him too. He was like 3 miles straight. Every time I look back, he got the switch on, put it down, and I'm like, I'm no better, but no, not at night.
I like when I drive, I'll like adjust my YouTube music because I just literally use the Firefox browser
Yeah.
with ad block for YouTube music, and that can get very distracting because it's 2 seconds away from looking in front of you, and a deer can walk in front of you, like a kid can walk in front of you. Like
Don't get
another
me
car
started.
can
Also, I'm
walk
gonna
in
tell
front of
you
as
while you
well.
guys are waiting, it's gonna take me forever because it's at 16%. FYI.
Oh, you're all
Um,
good. I'm fine with waiting.
so I'm fucking around playing other games in the meantime. Um,
Oh, go ahead.
but the funny part about what you just said though is like when you were talking about car accidents before, a lot of it really is just people impatient. They're not really happy about their work life. They're not really happy to go
Don't
home.
forget the Talion.
Hell yeah. Oh, so let me see what the fuck you guys are doing while I'm doing this at the same
Oh.
time. 'Cause I'm silly. So how?
Oh, you're all good, man.
So on topic, how are you guys enjoying Monster Hunter? First off,
Oh, it's pretty good. The thing I like about this one is it has crossplay. That's what I'm most happy about. Oh yeah, I got the frost sacks, baby. Hopefully my hand is visible there, right? Oh shit! I just realized one of the cats or Shannon, probably both, messed up my green screen.
But yeah, no, I'm liking the game. I think it's cool. I'm the first one that I actually did like because the first couple Ian tried to get me into, just I didn't get into.
Look at him. He's gonna do his spray. What a bitch.
did
Oh
it?
fuck. That actually.
I thought there was something you can grapple onto.
No, he just falls because he's retarded. Okay,
Oh, there we go.
Dude, come on, baby. Let me in range. Fall! Oh! Yeah, baby. I'm Falcon cunt punting this thing. Oh, I missed him with a powerful strike. Son of a bitch. What is he doing? I would assume that we don't want to be near that.
I was in the middle of healing.
Yeah, I think that's an instant kill.
I think we have to distract him from that shit.
I think what we're supposed to do is hide behind something. I just don't remember what it is. Like, when we fought him, with me and, the other two, we beat him up so hard that he never made it to that stage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't exactly know how that works. I'd assume
Yeah, I have a feeling it's
a
something we interrupt.
possibly? I don't know, I'd have to ask Spammer and Krayowitz, because they've played through that fight. Embarrassing. Yeah, so like from, yeah, we got our ass. Well, at least we didn't fully card. Do not die one more time, Corey. I do not want a game over. Okay, I say that as I just got launched. And half my health is gone. I did not mean to switch.
Oh my god.
Have you played Monster Hunter? Oh. I guess I wasn't able to switch to my longsword or greatsword like I pressed, but okay. Oh! Have you played Monster Hunter before, Doc?
Hold on. I was testing the microphone off and on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I've played Monster Hunter before. I'm a old school Monster Hunter player. Like, I ain't played since 09 type shit. Like, I played
so like the DS and PSP versions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started with the try on the Wii.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember the one on the Wii.
And then I've been trying to get Corey to play it with me, and the cat's in the way. Come on. There we go. But they've changed it considerably since that era. I won't lie.
Well, what's different about
so
it?
Did you ever play? It's a lot more streamlined of an experience.
Yeah,
so,
the old games you had to like search for them, and or at least that's what I remember.
Yeah. Yo, his face is weakened. Let's beat it up. So it's streamlined. You're not going to be like resource management is significantly easier because they don't make you. They don't make you like they have auto crafting. They got a parry system now. I don't know if that was in it because I always played like non-guard weapons. It's overall, in my opinion, an easier experience. Whether that's good or bad is.
Well, I mean, their
really
user base is completely expanded, like millions last time.
Yeah, it's like imagine if Dark Souls became mainstream. Well, I mean, it kind of is, but like normies became more involved.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I haven't played I haven't played what's that? What's the newer one called? Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
I haven't played Elden Ring, and I haven't played. What's the other one that's like
Dark Souls.
No. Dark Souls 1, 2, 3 is fine. Bloodborne. I played
Bloodborne.
that. It's one of the newer
Sekiro.
ones. Not Sekiro. I played Sekiro 2. Neo 1 and 2, but there's another game. The one about the monkey god.
Oh, Black Myth Wukong.
That's the only one I want to play, really. I haven't really cared about them because they're not like they have a fan base now, so they don't. They're still making good games. I just don't feel like it's anything different than I've played before. It's kind of like what got me into it prior was how different it was and how there wasn't games like constantly trying to emulate what it was.
Oh my god, yeah, there's so many bad takes on Souls-like out there.
But there's a lot of newer fans, and I get there's a lot of people that they speed run that game. Now it's like an identity kind of thing with you know, there's Kai Sina right now who's like, you know, he's one of the more popular streamers now, and I mean he is like, don't get me wrong, I'm impressed seeing like newer gamers play those games really well.
You know, as popular as Kai is, I've never watched his.
It's not for you.
I
know what you're into. It's not for you. It's not.
Yeah.
Now when he does his gaming streams, they are for you. Because they're actually entertaining.
I mean, I've seen him like he dresses up and stuff like that, which is really cool. Like I can appreciate that. But I'll be real with you. I don't really watch a lot of other streamers, and I don't watch a lot of Let's Players. There's a few exceptions I'll make. But, like, they're not really my thing. I've never, like... I'd rather watch someone talk about a game than just play the game, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like, give me info about the game, don't, like, tell me about how your day went while you're playing a game. Don't give a shit about how your day went, bro, like... Yo, you heard his footsie. Oh god, we got a rando here too. 2 of them, it looks like. No, just 1.
Also, thank you, Otaku. I see you.
Hmm?
I'm streaming. That's why I was gonna do it myself.
All good. Yeah, so I don't think the economy is gonna get a lot better anytime soon. So I would be very careful with spending right now. To my fellow poors.
Your fellow poors.
Yeah, like the Nintendo Switch is gonna come out. I can't buy that. I'm buying a computer to change out parts, and I'm giving the rest of it to my brother. If I wasn't buying it for my own parts, I would not be buying it for my getting it. And I'm getting it on a deal because it's through a friend. A normal price for like something like this is just too much.
Mm.
Yeah, that shit is way too expensive.
It's really bad right now. I don't know. Do we have like another part of this, or do we? I don't remember how this ends.
I don't know, but I feel like we're not gonna get our fucking loot again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch this so I can.
You gotta watch it so if it does go into a hunt after this, you don't get killed immediately and we fail the quest. Oh, that's like one of the coolest monster designs. It's probably one of like the creepiest ones.
I thought the flying one with the whip hands was pretty creative.
The one that we fought before this.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the monster designs are cool. I'm glad they brought back the Obadogran. Because I liked the red variant better because it looked evil, but. Yeah.
Okay.
Is this the last map?
Yeah. I don't even remember.
Alright, y'all. I was running some tests there. This is another Dr. Dead stream, but I wanted to see if.
Pretty much. Just
play this. It's not the RPGs for a little
literally,
bit
it gives
instead.
you a bunch of shit, but nothing from that monster.
And
what was it called?
that should stabilize the bit rate. I'm clearly doing something else at the same time, so it's
Rhyme
not gonna be
chain?
stable.
Ring chain.
Internet, as a matter of fact, I'll be right back. Anyway,
Are you in game?
Wait. Hold on one second. What'd you guys just ask me?
Are you in game?
No, I'm still 40%.
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
Yeah, that's what I told you. That's why I warned you in advance. Because I was testing it to see if I could play I was playing at the same time, and I'm like, nah, my bit rate's gonna drop. So I was playing like one game while downloading to see how fast my bit. Oh, you know I was playing Tekken. I want to see how fast my
Oh,
bitrate
hell
would
yeah.
drop, and I'm just gonna switch to while I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for it. Metaphor. Fantasio.
How is that game? I haven't played that one yet.
Do you like the Persona series?
In theory, yes, but I hate the social link system, and it makes me not want to play it at
Hey,
all.
I hear them bong rips though. I'm sorry. I gotta give props to whoever's doing that bong rip. Hey, I hear you.
Fuck
I
yeah.
hear you. I don't-
That's my brother.
I
yeah.
believe it or
Keeping the
not,
bugs clear.
believe it or not, I used to have stream nights where I was you know, I had like a shot night or like a night where I would be like be smoked out. I don't do that shit no more.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
could.
there's always a point we gotta grow up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind it.
Dreading it.
I'll be honest with you.
I think
I
he's younger
actually don't
than us.
mind. Actually, I really don't mind it. It's just it's funny about you said about growing up. No, I'm just getting too fucking
Yeah.
old.
Yeah. Doc, do you mind if I ask how old you are?
I'm 85. I'm 85. No, I'm 33, bro.
I feel like, yeah, you're younger than me. 'Cause I'm 34, I think.
Shut that
Yeah,
you were
No,
younger
y'all
than
are
me.
about the same.
Although we've had this
well,
conversation a
she's-
lot.
Yeah.
We've had this conversation
And
probably like
probably,
4 times,
like-
I'm sure.
Probably, I have terrible memory. It's like a lot of the people I know in the streaming sphere and YouTube think I'm younger than I am, and it's because I just
Oh,
have
yeah.
pristine skin because I have suffered little in my life in terms
I was
of
gonna say his-
physically.
He's never seen the sun.
Yeah, like I have the nice alabaster skin of a porcelain skin of a goddess because I apply 5 layers of makeup every day.
It's black again because of me, silly. Which I'm
Like,
sure you can't.
I
hear
don't
in the
have
Discord
the
chat
I don't
that
have
I'm
like the
dealing with
rugged
right now. I'm
appearance
gonna be
of a
playing
person my
Monster
age
Hunter
because I'm not physically
in a few. I've been really bad at
active,
advertising
I
charity
guess.
on
The
here.
gray
and
hairs
they
aren't
fucking
there.
give
I've lived
away.
a
I've been horrible
relatively
advertising.
I don't want to say
And I got a
stress-free
lad playing
life
this
because
shit,
I'm
but since I
always
can't use the
constantly
proper
depressed and stressed.
rate
But I guess it just doesn't
while I'm
show.
downloading this shit.
I
I'm gonna
find
have
maybe
fun
like
laughing.
1 gray hair a year or a month. I say that, and like next month
But
you're
yes,
gonna, I'm
it
gonna
went
come
black.
back and it's gonna be nothing but gray. But I've aged quite gracefully thus far. I plan on dying soon, so when my corpse will be pretty.
Oh, that's fun. You know what's even funnier is that by the time you get to, you know, our age here, like for example, I got a haircut recently, and I still got gray. If I don't like get a lowest cut possible, I got at least 3 or 4 gray hairs, and I've had them since I was 22 though. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I haven't increased in gray hairs, but once in a while, it's like every other season, one of my gray hairs will pop out of my head. I go, oh yeah, I forgot you
Yeah.
exist, man. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
that's same. Yeah. You see, like I don't mind my hair getting gray as long as I don't go bald. If I go bald, I'm just gonna fucking blow my face off.
Well, don't blow your
Fuck.
face off, but
Hey,
I
they
definitely
make
understand.
Rogaine.
Rogaine. It's just like the one thing on my body that I like find would be attractive is the fact that I can grow hair. Like otherwise, I'm fat. I have a crooked back and my wiener's small, so I'm not a very attractive individual, personality or appearance wise.
Listen, I can't relate to that, but I can tell you that I can't grow long hair like that. That much I can say. Like I can, I just choose not to. It's not. It doesn't fit my aesthetic at all.
Yeah.
And I've
If you're working
I used
in
to
the
have
medical
braids
field, it's
before,
kinda
so
hard to have
I know
long
I
hair.
can do it.
Yeah.
My forehead's too damn
Yeah.
big. That's part of the problem. If I want to let my hair grow like that.
I mean, I got a pretty large forehead, I think. Not as large as some folks, but I usually you know, I don't know. I've seen people like with 5 heads. Those are hilarious. They look like the characters from Splatoon. Pearl from Splatoon, like dude. And then the next iteration, they're like, okay, she had a big forehead. We're gonna enunciate upon that.
Didn't they have
And then
Didn't they have Splatoon 3 drop or something like that? Or
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
just announced?
So Splatoon 3 dropped, and they made another character with the archetype of Pearl having a fucking massive forehead. Her name's Fry, and there's literally more forehead on her body than any other portion of her body. It's
God
great. It's so funny. Then they have Shiver, which is probably like my favorite idol aside from Murray from the original, and nothing will replace Murray from the original.
Is the Switch 2 really to the drop next month? Or is that a troll
There's
ad that I saw?
There's rumors that it is. I wouldn't count on it, to be honest with you. I wouldn't count on it.
Because I was like, I would
they're-
literally pay for it, but I don't have the time to check up on like authenticity on those type of sources lately. Outside of when I'm obsessed with it before I want to go to bed or some shit. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it. I mean, either way, like what you can do, what I would do is I would save up the money, and then if it doesn't come out, you can just invest into something else if you really want it. I won't be getting it on launch because I'm spending $400 for some PC parts anyway. But I will likely get it. If it does launch next month, I'll probably get it by the end of summer. If that's the case, I'll just save up until the end of summer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe eat ramen for a couple weeks. But Corey, let me know when you're in the next hunt. Because even once Doc's download finishes, he has to play through the tutorial.
I'm halfway there. Yay!
Halfway there.
Halfway square.
Whoa.
Oh man, I'm fucking exhausted, dude. Like bro, I was like, should I cancel stream? It's like literally
Discord
every
being louder than
Sunday,
me is
should I
okay.
cancel stream so I can sleep in more? I'm so bad at this.
Sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah, man. Dude, it's so fucking hard. Like I sleep like shit. So mad, so bad. I'm like, I live in constant misery in that regard. Third shift is really rough for that. Honestly, I'm surprised that I look so young on third shift. So, Corey, have you been keeping up with Lolcows?
Not at all.
You want me to give you my rundown on what's been happening with the
Hold on,
Lolcows?
Taku. Do I sound louder? This is re-metaphor. I told you about this. a few
Sure,
times. This
sure.
is not
Fill
for
me
some-
in, man.
So, Nova Online, he's a fat Discord mod guy. Got busted talking to kids again.
But yeah, answer me. Do I
Again.
sound slightly louder? I'll just raise my
Yeah,
mic.
he's
Wonderful.
like he went from just being like super
Hold
cringy
on.
till then they figured out that he was talking to
All right, can you hear me
minors,
better
and it was like, ugh.
I raise it up to nasty levels. So
Then there is Tofia Chu. She's the lolcow that I dislike the most because I just find her
it's
boring.
not Persona 5. Yeah.
Last week her brother got shot and killed, and her mother was shot as well, and somehow she managed to make that boring. So I'll just say it like that. She's not a fun lolcow to follow. I think she's incredibly boring.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not really loud anyway.
It's
I don't plan to be
partially her
louder than-
fault that happened because she refused to get a job and they were living out of a car. And instead of getting a job and trying to find a place to rent, she just whined on TikTok. And
That's
then someone
fine.
tried to
I'm okay with it. This is
carjack
not
the
my
car, and in
show.
the process, shot her brother in the face and then shot her mom. And then afterwards, she
Heard you
blamed
first
everyone
time.
on the internet for that happening, which was extra cringe. But yeah, so boring as usual. I don't really follow. I don't really follow Tofia. A lot of
Tell you what, this should help.
A lot of the
This should
local
help.
content creators.
This should
cover
help.
her for some reason, even though she's incredibly boring.
I lower it.
Then we have Cyrax, which is my personal favorite because he's just so
Lower it.
so much of an awful human being.
And now it should sound a
that you could
little
call him
better.
names. You could literally like
In
go out and
comparison.
curb stomp him, and you would be in the right. Because he got so a lot happened with him. So he was on a computer, and the computer was gifted to him by a troll. And while they gifted the troll gifted them this, they had all of the activity on the computer. So they saw what Chance was doing or Cyrax was doing. Cyrax was contacting minors, talking to them all weird and sexual.
What
and
the
stuff.
fuck?
And yep, so they have all this proof, and then they bricked his PC. And before that, they bricked his Xbox. So they bricked his Xbox.
I'm kinda
He
fucked
switched
up.
Over,
Because bricks followed up with a pedophile statement should not be followed up after saying someone's a pedophile. Continue.
Yeah. So they bricked his. So bricking, it means to basically turn it into a paperweight.
You know I'm trolling.
So
I know.
Yeah, I know. So they bricked his Xbox, and then he switched over to PC. They took all of the data of like what he's been doing and stuff, and made it public, which is he's been being a fucking creep and weirdo. Posted online, then bricked the PC. He got really mad about that. So he like switched over because he really like he thinks he's like a musician. He really wants to be like a popular YouTuber. So after that he got on to he grabbed like a web camera and was like filming gameplay footage like DSP back in like
talk about now they're
DSP
harder to hear now. You ain't
card.
supposed to hear
And
them.
it just looked like shit. So he's playing like a GameCube stuff.
I'm sure there's some good things about the
so
new
he
Assassin's
was
Creed.
super mad, got super upset. But
see if I can find
before
a
all
balance.
this happened, like this
Okay,
extreme
that's fine.
increase in how much people are trying to get Chance arrested for being a creep and expose him for being a pedophile happened after his main troll, Music Biz Marty, died from an overdose because his ex gave him like fentanyl laced shit, so he died. And the thing is that like Music Biz Marty was kind of like a wrangler. Like he would troll Chance, but he would never like because Chance was a cash cow pretty much for Music Biz Marty. So he would like as shitty as it is, he would never like go all out and discuss the pedophile stuff like you should. But after he died, the other people like the guy's name is there's I'm getting them mixed up. So there's Music Biz Marty, N-word boy. That's literally his name is N-word boy, and what's his name? What's the other one? Marty. Oh my god, I forgot the other main trolls, but like William Gloryhole. So William Gloryhole, he doesn't like he actually fundamentally hates Cyrax. Like he doesn't want to troll Cyrax because it's funny. He hates Cyrax and he wants him off the internet because Cyrax is sending dick pics to kids. So he like went from 0 to 60 with like exposing all the disgusting things Cyrax is doing and then bricking his PC and bricking his consoles so he can't do that anymore. And Cyrax, being the dumb motherfucker he is, just won't stop and will figure out any way to get back on the internet and try to create content. So that's the state of Cyrax. They can try to break the cycle of him doing this, but he will find a way to get back online and contact kids and make really shitty content.
Well, let me actually ask you guys your opinion on this. How do you guys feel about how it's kind of changed the spectrum of like content creation and how you have a lot of people now that if it ain't pedophilia, it's, you know, they just flat out have something mentally clearly wrong with them worse than a regular person. It ain't just about them making content. It's like I shouldn't have to worry about people I'm watching randomly like, oh, by the way, yeah, I'm watching your kids are watching me create content, but I'm also like sending them DMs and shit. Like, it's a very weird mix. 'Cause I don't have to want to worry about that if I fuck up and have kids. Like,
Yeah.
but it's like, who the fuck wants to worry about that shit in general? Like, you know, like we grew up, mind you, we are one of the earliest starting streamers and shit. And it's like seeing that change. I like how more expressive it is now, and you know how a lot more consistent content making is nowadays. It's more, I'm not saying it's easier, but you definitely have more variety. But now you got to worry about like every other week, man, it's a new motherfucker that's like big in the industry. Or I found out weeks later because I'm not even in the loop right now like that. X, Y, and Z person I used to fuck with. Now you can't follow them no more. They're a pet or pedo or they said this about women or they said this. It's like I can't keep track of that shit. That's the other problem. So I'm sure I've lost streaming friends because they're like, we canceled this person and I have no idea this person is canceled.
Yeah.
And I had somebody one time come on my stream too, like, yo, you're friends with so and so? I'm like, yeah, why? I ain't hear from him again.
Yeah,
no explanation, nothing.
People are weird. So I will say, first of all, just don't let your kids watch Roblox or Minecraft streamers, and you're like 90% clear of all the pedophiles in content creation. That's a nasty joke, but it's I've noticed that it's generally like the content creators that design are not necessarily for kids, but hover around child things. So like Pokemon tubers or
What the
like,
fuck?
yeah, Pokemon, Splatoon tubers, all like stuff that content that's for kids, but they cater to adults at the same time. But they allow kids to watch their content. Like I do game footage. I don't think any kid should be watching my shit. My shit's raunchy. It's mean spirited sometimes. I don't think kids like I would not allow a minor into my Discord.
Yeah.
I don't have really like, there's no way I can really verify that someone's not a minor if they say it because I'm not gonna allow people.
Mine's not.
I don't want people to put their IDs. People will say like you have to put IDs in Discord. I'm not gonna have someone fucking dox themselves.
You remember when we
Yeah, that's
started, you
weird.
didn't have to care about that. You're right about it being weird too. But remember when we started, we didn't have to care about it because most of the time, if kids are watching, you think they give a fuck about going in your Discord? They just want to watch you play. They want to know what time you're playing, and that's it. It ain't even about. Listen, I've had kids come on our streams countless times over the last 8 years. Hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? Yeah, I'll teach them how to do that shit. But we're in such a different climate now. Like, I don't worry about my Discord because I'm not on it enough. But my platform, like, at least a couple times where I had an actual underage person on there. And you remember these old streams where people would come on there and troll and say certain things. But I had somebody randomly go on my stream, tell me I want to commit suicide on countless occasions.
Oh my god, I hate it when that happens.
And I always give a serious speech, even though somebody always comments that they're trolling. I say I don't care. I've had friends that killed themselves. I can't ignore it. I have to say something about it. But if you follow up, even if you're joking us, by the way, I'm like 15, you got to get educated too. I got to do that old man shit. Now I'm so old man shit where I got to tell you, like, it seems funny now, but if you lose somebody you care about or they did that, you won't find that funny. Death is not a funny thing to joke about, especially when I've gone through certain things. But no, I've never cared about it before. It's like now we're at a space where you got to be very wary of certain people underage. And I'll be honest with you, to me, if you're like 17, 16, I don't really give a shit. It's the other people in your Discord. You have to tell them all the time, so-and-so is underage. So there's times where I'm not going to say who from certain people's platform because you know who, if I'm not saying it, whether I say it directly or not, because we're from Tucson. There's a couple people back in the day that had people like that in their chats, and I wouldn't mind nothing of it, but you have people that would be very inappropriate with a lot of the female people in the comments. And I've had to check people behind closed doors like, yo, so-and-so's underage. You got to chill. You know? And I never thought nothing of it because they didn't know, but I found out in some cases later on, some of these people that, you know, we were cool with went behind your back and was, you know, still doing stuff anyway. And you probably know some of these people. And I'm not going to, you know, stomp on them or nothing. It's just my point is like, it's been very common. It's very common, unfortunately, more than you would think or want to happen, you know?
I think a lot of the content creators are losers.
That's
so, and any ounce of attention that they get, they kind of cling on to. And kids are dumb, so like this. I'm not victim blaming, but kids are dumb, so they'll cling on to a content creator that acknowledges them. There's this one guy that I'm not sure if he's a kid, but like he messaged me on Steam or whatever. He's like, hey, well, can we play a game together? I'm like, yeah, sure. Like I do this. He's like, I'm in class thing. I'm like, for fuck's sake. And then I just like stopped talking to him. Like I just ghosted him that second. He'll still pop into like one of my Helldivers games, but I will not like talk to him outside of a game. And I do not want to associate with that. Nothing against that person in particular. It's just I don't want to be. One, there's no point for me to really interact with him outside of a video game, and I rarely chat in Helldivers. You guys see me play Helldivers. I might say like GG or something like that, but there's no reason for me to talk outside of that. With really anyone. Like I game with my close friends. Right. Pretty much.
We are getting to that point where you do have to just be careful.
It's off-putting.
Yeah.
It's off-putting, and it's like one of those things where I feel bad for just like straight up ignoring him, but at the same time I'm doing it to protect myself, and at the same time I would think that hopefully I'm not going to say anything, but like it's also at the same time you don't need to like seek out validation from like losers on YouTube or Twitch and shit. Like they're the losers on YouTube and Twitch, like they're nothing special.
Ian, like, join in.
Finally, took you long enough. But it's like one of those things where it's just like it's uncomfortable. It's unfortunate too, because like, you know, I don't want, like, I don't cater to like a all-inclusive environment, but I know what it's like not to be you know, well liked and stuff. So I know what it's like, but I also I'm not going to be like, you know, I'm also like I'm fine with excluding people. I don't want weirdos and people that take politics too seriously to be in my Discord complaining. I don't want people that are overtly sexual all the time with it's not like, you know, my stuff is a joke and I don't think I do it too frequently. I don't want that kind of shit in my community personally. Like it's not like it's like, dude, keep it in your pants. Like there are certain things that I don't want. I'm not an inclusive streamer. I don't do inclusive shit. I'm not an inclusive YouTuber.
You're right, Otaku. Exactly. Outside validation is for weak-minded people. Correct. These kids though are trying to find friends though, and like, there's a limitation to that. Shit. Like, which I'm gonna discuss in a second.
Really, don't waste my fucking time with that.
The biggest thing is like a lot of times people don't understand. Some of these kids are trying to look for something to escape, like an outside thing. You know, I can't
should not be a YouTuber.
Yeah. It, like, again, for me personally, it's always been, you know, I'm streaming for fun, and I didn't even know this was something I could make money on. It wasn't even until like 2-3 years into doing it, I was like, shit, you know, let's see if we can really make some money on this. And you know, you make something here and there, or you can make something consistently, whatever. But I've come across anything you could think of: racism, pedophilia from other streamers, weirdly, from the women especially more than the men. Subliminally and behind closed doors. There's a lot of ladies that would never get in trouble for it.
You know, the crazy thing is that like, you know, there's a double standards with pedophilia and women, just straight up. Like,
I don't want to say that women are worse, because the women that are incels are just as bad as the men that are incels. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've seen that just as bad, if not worse, in some Discord chats from, like I said, some of the same circles and some of the similar circles, and that's why you don't see me in those people. And if I still watch them respectfully in my free time, you will not really see me in their chats like that, because I be peeping certain things. I peep things plenty of times without saying anything. I still got love for them, but there's a line, and we're at a place where there's a line. We got to stop crossing it being funny, and you know what you're doing because of certain privileges you get. And I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm good, because let me make a joke once, and you know me and you, sarcastic as fuck. The wrong person catch that shit, and it's turning in a whole different way. That's why even if you check my streams, I don't know if you notice, I don't talk about politics and shit like that as much, because since I've gotten into fighting games, especially like Guilty Gear Strive, a lot of the anime community and the fighting game community are mixed. So you got a lot of weirdos in the mixture of all that. And one day I was streaming anime, and this is why I don't do it as much. Somebody came on there and tried to talk to me about the specifics of like Inuyasha and Kagome's relationship and how it was wrong. And I was an asshole, and I said, dude, we're in chats on anime groups right now. You just said you couldn't wait. If you're somebody that couldn't wait to fuck X, Y, and Z underage character, get the fuck out of my goddamn chat. And I laughed with a couple people. We laughed about it, but I was mad serious. I'm like, stop being, you randomly want to go on rants about something you ranted to me personally that you can't stand, but for fun, you're going to go on my chat to bitch about something you actually would do. Get the fuck out of here. These are not real characters. They're not real people. We shouldn't get mad about it. Like, who the fuck cares about a demon fucking a underage child when we got vampires and media fucking underage kids all the time? Look at Twilight. Twilight is that. Twilight is literally that. And we got a surge of women. One of my first girlfriends literally was obsessed with Twilight, and I couldn't stand her ass because she was obsessed with that shit. But nobody goes, Patterson, mind you, he's a much better actor now, but like no one goes, oh shit, he's a pedophile just because of that, when majority of his fan base was underage girls. Like, you know, no one's gonna go off and say that, but that's exaggeratingly my point. Like, we gotta just there's a battles you choose when it comes to this shit, and picking a battle every other day when there's real situation with real people, like that situation you talked to me about earlier, but that one gentleman going out of his way that keeps getting banned, but because he's popular enough, everybody keeps trying.
He's not popular. He's not popular.
Oh, he's not? Oh, wow.
Cyrax is a lolcow. He's just a psychopath.
Oh.
All of his views, like, so lolcows are like individuals that are infamous rather than famous because they're
like bad people.
Yeah. So like, have you ever heard of Chris Chan?
Yeah.
Chris Chan is a lolcow. He's not popular because he's a well-liked individual. He's popular because he's cringy and lame, and he comes back because a lot of lolcows have main character syndrome or whatever, where they're not affected. Like, Cyrax hasn't been arrested for his pedophilia
Right.
because they can't do that in that state. Meanwhile, if you in any other state, because like none
That's
of
disturbing
the
as
victims,
fuck when you say it like that. I ain't gonna hold you. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, he's like he's only popular because people make fun of him. But there is a problem either way with popular people getting around consequences of being creeps and weirdos. It's really annoying. And then you see like people that are the one that really irritates me is the
Twilight's
more grandstanders. Like
Twilight's ass.
Like you said, oh, it's bad if it happens in anime, but in my
you're funny, no cam now.
Women's freaking romance novel, Grey's whatever, a woman can be raped countless times and it's completely fine because it's what I like. I don't see people getting mad about like Hitler, like a Hitler like existing in fucking anime, which is significantly worse than one guy that rapes one woman, right?
let's play devil's advocate for 2 seconds, right? So we have, and how much is my download speed at? Hold on, what is the download on this right now? We're gonna play devil's advocate in a second. Okay. What the flying fuck? Okay.
Is it not downloaded?
No, it was, and then for some reason it paused, and okay. Whatever. We're still waiting. I don't want to talk about it because I don't even know how long it was doing that for. I'm kind of tight. Anyways, I'm like, what the fuck? Well, it's different. It's different, man. We're getting old. Like, I fucking worked all day. I should have did this shit 2 days ago, and I did not. And it's like, I got on here like, please don't have to update. Please don't have to update. Please, I don't have to update anything. Oh, thank God. I really should do auto updates on my fucking PC. But anyways, what the fuck were we talking about after I just said we're old and I'm forgetting shit?
We were talking about, you said you were going to be a devil's advocate when I was saying that people will bitch and moan about like an anime character being like a sexual deviant, but not get mad about like character.
So like, let me name, I'm gonna go back to the Hitler thing because I got 1 point to make real quick before I do that. So we have women that want to get beaten by Shishomaru, women that want to get beaten by Kira, but not Kira from like Death Note, Kira from Gundam. I'm using examples for you on purpose. It's almost, the game's almost ready. Okay. We have people that are like Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. I have female friends in the anime community of all races that are like Husbando, Gojo, Husbando, ex Pretty Boy from X series. I could like keep doing a list of all the pretty boys. It's too easy. They are openly willing to say they'd get assaulted freely by any, and this is any woman that's willing to be interested in any man like in real life. They're willing to say the most grotesque, foul things about doing something with a man, and it sounds crazy. But then you see him in person, try that same thing with that same man. I've had girls that were my friends that are like, hey, I'm into this one guy you're friends with. I introduce them, they're quiet as a mouse. And they could be 30 plus years old. Some ladies, they could say what they want about all this freak stuff they're going to do, and they're still timid. But we still got to admit that women can like what they want. Like, we can like what we want and not be chastised, too. And that's why sometimes you got to support them in the silly things that they want to accept that's still kind of wrong, because at the end of the day, guess what? You know how, like, you used to do videos with the, I don't know if you still do them, but, like, the cleavage, clickbait? I know you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. No, I still do that. Fuck that.
Right. Women,
I just haven't had a game where there's a women character.
Right.
As a main character.
Right. Women will do that with men with immense size ass cheeks to certain chisel in your jaw, to physiques. Like, women will do that creep stuff that we do too. That's why I said there's a female incel group that we don't talk about enough. That's also part of the problem in reverse. These are teachers in the South and in the West that we see in stories that bong rip and you go, oh man, if that was my teacher back in the day, bro.
Yeah,
but,
dude, I gotta tell you. So I got in an argument with some like weirdo guy from the UK like a year or two ago, and he was like saying all anime. Yeah, of course. He was like saying all like anime conventions are filled with nonces or whatever, and I'm like,
Nazis?
no, they're pretty like it's not very obvious, and they're pretty anal about stuff. You can't even like hug people there. And he's like, "This guy's a nonce," and I'm like, "Oh my god, dude!" And then but one of my buddies from Discord went through his timeline and found him be like, "Damn, I wish I was molested by a teacher." So, you know, like you're gonna call someone out for being a fucking nonce, which I'm not, by the way. Um, but you also want to be molested by a teacher. You're willing to admit that you wish you were molested. Like, bro, come on, man, you have double standards. I guess I'm a pedophile because I say that pedophilia isn't as common as what he's saying in an anime convention. But you know, he's allowed to want to be molested by a teacher. So it's those stupid double standards people have.
The
It's
follow
so
up,
annoying.
the follow up. I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know how to respond. They're like, and he's okay, and he should be allowed to be molested by a teacher. It's like,
Well, he wants to be molested by a teacher, but he's going to call he's going to basically moral grandstand and tell me that I'm a pedophile because I said that no, I don't think that anime conventions are typically ripe with pedophiles and sexual assaulters.
ripe is such the worst word to use. I really wish people would stop using very similar terms to the shit that they're trying to go against. Oh, but also the game should be set up
Well,
soon.
when I meant
I'll be doing the.
when I meant ripe,
yeah.
I meant like.
No, I know what you
ready
meant.
for it to
I'm not
happen.
talking about you. Yeah, the people that I'm trying to tell you. I'm not talking about you. You're not the problem. I'm talking about other people.
But it's like it's one of those things where it's like I disagree with you, and now I get called a pedophile, and then it turns out
Yeah.
that you wish you were molested by a pedophile. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What is going on here? Like this is why no one takes you people seriously. And he was like this you know, further looking at it, he's like a crazy like conservative in the UK, like mega conservative, which
Yeah.
usually those, at least over in America, they're more like, oh yeah, it's fine to have like be into lolicon. It's like the liberals that are against lolicon hardcore.
It's
that still like it.
complicated
So,
because I've never had a problem with lolicon shit until anime became popular in the States. And then it turned into a statement, not just I like weird shit. It's I like weird shit, and I like to make that my personality. I like weird shit, and I have to make every aspect of my interest in another female that personality, or I can't get laid, so I only like 2D women is the worst one. And I'm like, if after 27 years old, it's like, dude, I know some of us are choosing to personally be abstinent because you had bad experiences with women or whatever, but you can pay for it, gentlemen.
Yeah. So it's like if you really want to
get a fucking job,
to get laid.
Listen, get a job, stay protected, and there's countries you can go to. I could sit down and discuss it with you if you need to. You know, whether it be an associate or friend of mine, I was like, oh, I need this, I need that. Hey, listen, bro, you don't gotta go kill nobody. You don't gotta kill somebody because you're not getting. I got you. There's women that you wouldn't believe. There's porn stars out here that give it up for cheap prices, like they're on the street prostitute. You'd be disturbed, like, oh my god, really? Okay, $100 then.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, like you don't have to do that. We're in a very sexual liberated society now. You know, prostitution is illegal. You can do that now. It doesn't mean you want to.
Yeah.
Most men want a real girlfriend. They want somebody to actually be a companion. I get it. But if it's that serious, you don't got to be a weirdo, man. Like, you can like animated stuff too, but if you want some, some real tang in your life, you can pay for it, and it's okay. And it's not sexist to say it, because it used to be. It's the ironic part.
Yeah.
But now you can go on any social media platform, and women are literally advertising themselves freely to you, to the point where it's like, damn, you don't even have to. There's been times where I'm sitting still 2, 3 in the morning watching TV. A random OnlyFans star messaged me, "Hey, I wanna do films. I need somebody to do partnered up with." I'm like, that's a compliment, I think, but no, like no.
I haven't messed around with OnlyFans. So it's like I'm cheap. Like here's the thing is I'm cheap. Before I have long instances when I'm between a significant other where it's dry because I don't actively seek out companionship a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Because I'm comfortable being alone. I literally can you should be able to make do with a fucking fleshlight if you really need to. Like it's not that big of a deal. Like
Yeah, but if you say
I
you
think
prefer
it's
2D
Alien
girls, you know you're
Internet
not happy
Okay.
with yourself in life.
But
That's basically my
it's
point. And you and
crazy
your
that
booty
you would
cheeks
go
and
like,
chiseled
I
chin
can't
shit.
get laid, so now I'm gonna kill everyone. Like, dude, what is going on in your head?
Well, no, not like you got to understand too. Like just because our society is different now doesn't mean like we don't have people in the government, correctional officers, and police, racist, homophobic, have mental health issues, people that couldn't get a job anywhere else in some cases, and they need another outlet, and that's one of their outlets is violence, attention, or just some level of power abuse. So, and it's women too. You know, that's why I'm like the sexual liberated culture. As much as I don't like it, because if I ever have kids or a daughter, I have to protect her from everything on the internet. It's exhausting. Like when we were kids, yeah, you could type in like I don't know if you remember this website. It was called fuck.com. Yeah. Okay, that was one of those old school deep dark web shit. So I'm not gonna go into detail about that on here.
The one that I knew of when I was a kid was like 89.com. That was about it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of
I never really.
There's a lot of Silk Road-esque websites where like you see the most vile, grotesque things randomly. That was one of those websites where you would see
Best gore.
Right. You'd see people unfortunately
Corey
commit
showed me that website.
commit old acts of suicide. So you know how people say nowadays they're desensitized to certain things in real life because of the internet. They're not. They haven't seen it. They haven't really seen it. They're most of these kids they're filtered with the actual websites like we grew up on. You can actually see really dark, messed up stuff. So people are like, oh, this is messed up. This person got hurt. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, I watched somebody have their balls split in half live and get their parts cut piece by piece by piece.
I saw a dude
while they're alive
by the cartel, man. Like,
yeah,
you ain't got nothing on me. You saw SpongeBob get injured. I saw a man get chainsawed by the cartel.
Yeah,
that was nasty.
Like real life, like let's talk like off topic.
I saw a woman get skewered and fucking cannibalized. Like, dude, you don't got shit on me.
Topic, but it's still off topic a little bit. Like in real life, I've seen somebody have their head chopped off from the cartels.
Oh, in real life?
Yes, in real life as well. Not live, but I've seen the aftermath. Like somebody had a machete cut straight clean through their head. And what you see is like a midget, but their head is gone, obviously. And I thought it was a child, and somebody had to explain to me it was a midget. But the cartel, he could have owed him. He could have owed him money for cocaine, or it could have just been wrong place, wrong time. He thought he was impervious, or he could have been in the streets with him. And that was the end of my first week in Mexico. But my point is like, there's a lot of these things that we can really make changes on. We just choose not to. We would rather argue about it sillily. And not make real corrections on it. Just like I really do. I don't have to agree of all the things that happens and goes on with the LGBT community at all. But I respect what they want, what they need, and they're very direct about it. What I don't like, even with our current society now, is not being force-fed. Like, look, I get it a little bit. The older I get. Nobody always wants to hear about gay rights, black rights, white people's lives as a whole. The Hispanic community, Asian community-based issues in the community. I get it. Nobody wants to hear that all the time. People sometimes just want to get their money, to live in America, to have a better life, and they don't care about creating a mutual difference and agreement on we're different, but we all want the same thing in life, peace, money, security for our family. People don't give a fuck. They just want money and security. But being force-fed now, when it's not even necessary, that's been my only issue as of late, because it's fake. And what I mean is your mayor, your local politician, even Trump, saying they care about X, Y, Z group. Nobody really cares.
No, they don't.
These politicians, the red or the blue, they just want to check. And I'm really sick and tired of, no matter which community you're part of, lying to your face to get you a part of that community, whether it be for religious reasons, personal reasons, civil rights reasons, and making you feel like even women's rights. Oh, this is not. And
no, it's so you can get your.
How did the Me Too movement give more rights to the trans community than it did women? I'm not being funny. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious when I say that. And not a lot of women will agree with that, but I was at a lot of these rallies with women, so I'm not just talking out of my ass. I'm being very serious. I was at the fuck Trump rallies back in the day, and he's taking pussy and all this shit, and the pussy hats, which was hilarious. That was fucking hilarious. But like I was
Just
around
throwing
all
stuff
that.
misguided.
Right, I was around all that. So when people talk about it, it's like, okay, but what actually did we do? We're still talking about female equality and how they're not getting paid properly. What were we actually doing all this time? Biden was in office for years. We can't use him as an excuse anymore. What did he actually do with female rights? And you can use the Supreme Court argument. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna end my long tangent by saying Roe versus Wade was under Trump. I'm gonna leave it at that. And I'm not defending either. I'm just saying like there's nothing that's been consistent with either candidate.
Either party, yeah.
And it's like we gotta just stop
terrible.
falling for like surface level victories. Everybody has to stop falling for it. They don't mean shit. At the end of the day, the rich are still the rich are still rich, and the wealth disparity between the rich and the poor is widening exponentially in America.
Yep.
And we're worried about
so
stupid
maddening.
shit.
It's so maddening. I agree with you, man. It's like you see this stuff and then just nothing actually changes. It's just all just, hey, I'm gonna help you, but also vote for me so I can help you. But then they don't do anything about it. It's really annoying. None of the presidents ever do anything because they spent all 4 years undoing the last thing every other president does. Also, you beat X fully this time. How was Xenoblade Chronicles X? Did they link the multiverse? That's my biggest concern. I don't want them to link the games together. I'm assuming they did.
I'm entering my age, guys. Yay! Took me an hour.
It's gonna tell you can't play because you're too young.
But I was born in the Dark Ages.
You want me to actually tell you? How bad of a spoil? I'm assuming it's a pretty big spoiler, but I just, like, personally, I don't want them to link the multiverses together, though I'm, like, 99% sure they're going to anyway, because everyone loves multiverse brain rot these days. Disney popularized that shit. So fucking annoying.
Snow White. Snow White, Snow White, Snow White! You don't know why that's funny to me.
Give me a couple, give me a month, TSG. If I haven't beat the game in a month, because you know me, I take longer to beat games because I actually enjoy playing them, unlike you. And if I haven't beat it by then you can tell me. But I have a feeling I already know what's going on. Yeah, did they actually like cancel the Snow White movie? I heard they did. I wouldn't watch that shit either way, even if it was like an animated version.
The actress for Snow White went on a whole tangent about how yay, motion sickness reduction. Sorry. She went on a whole tangent about how much the movie was either better than Snow White or how good the movie was. Something negative she said. I can't really remember because it's not important to me.
Yeah. It was. I think it was something like something like it's from a different era, so it's not appropriate, or something similar to that. Like it's from a different time where they're bringing it for the modern audience, which everyone gets mad when they say the modern audience, and
because the modern audience is trash. That's why.
Well, the modern audience doesn't exist at the same time.
That's true. Modern audience is at home.
Like, if something is good, they'll watch it, right? Like I don't need if something is good. I've had things that I fundamentally disagree with that I enjoy, right? Like Xenoblade has some things that themes in it that I don't like, and has characters do things that I actually disagree with and I think are dumb. I still enjoy the games because of other reasons, just because I disagree with one thing doesn't mean it's terrible. Whereas I feel like they have this idea that the modern audience has to disagree with everything a movie says, right? Like philosophy, objectivism. I think there's some things that are very right with it. I like it when it comes to economy and shit. I do not like it when it comes to social shit at all. I think it's stupid with social shit. Objectivism just doesn't not work very well when it comes to anything that isn't a very black and white thing. And even when it is, when it comes to economy, you're still dealing with people. So it's not always that easy. I mean, if you're a huge CEO, it's easy because you don't give a shit. But it's just one of those things where I agree with it, but I don't need to agree with everything. Utilitarianism is great in some aspects, but not in others. Nihilism is retarded. My name is Nihilistic Nerd. It is actually one of the dumbest fucking things ever. Nihilism is beyond stupid, and I hate it.
Right,
but it rolls off the tongue, right? Stoic nerd doesn't roll off the tongue. I'm not necessarily all stoic. I think there's some.
I feel like
ideals
if
of
you ever got
stoicism that are
popular
stupid.
enough, you change your name to Stoic Nerd when you're older.
I was thinking that it would be like something like Stoic Fantasia, but that sounds kind of gay.
Ah, yeah, it does
Stoic
sound a
Fantasia.
little bit. So check
But I
this.
also like.
No, go ahead. That's something I wanted to add. I had a point that I never finished. Come funny like that.
Oh, good. Where did you post it? Did you post it somewhere? I'm walking into a wall.
Also, I'm doing a tutorial, guys. It's an FYI. So.
All right, I got you. Yeah, we got the Zoo Woo down. Corey, I think after this one, we might actually hit the final boss of the level, or the game. Or, not the game, but low rank.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, good shit, Ian.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget to pick up all the bullshit you knocked off him.
Oh, yes.
Why don't you want to listen?
I just heard. Oh, man.
No.
That boy's getting burnt.
Yeah, no, I heard Marley say "fuck you." Was that Marley that did that, or?
No, that's Louise.
Oh, okay. I thought Marley was talking back.
So what the hell's gotten into you lately?
No, it's the boy.
But what about you?
The dog was getting.
Oh. So, do you own that dog now, or? Because I know you have been taking care of it for a friend. Or is it still-
We've had it for like 8 months right now, but we're about to bring it back down there. It's like we're like co-parenting it.
Yeah, I know it must be hard after Leo, because you were with that dog since we were in high school. So.
Yeah. No,
I'll be honest with you. It's been hard with Doc being gone and these two new cats, and it's kind of a dumb problem, to be honest with you. I'm getting shit for my my things. Ooh.
It's hard to lose the ones you love. It doesn't really matter what shape they are. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's a couple months will be coming on the year anniversary of when I killed my cat.
What the
You know,
fuck?
well, I didn't kill it. I put her down.
Fucking clips
Don't be
and
sad.
shit.
Don't be sad.
No, so we had her put down, and you know, this might sound weird, but I kind of wish I was the one that injected her. You know, just because.
All right.
You know? I should be the one to put her out of her misery, right? It's my obligation as her owner, right?
You don't
I feel
understand.
like
I got a sick sense of humor, so that's made me laugh. I'm sorry for
You
your
should
loss,
be
though,
the
bro.
one injecting the death syrup into my cat. It's my cat. It's
Yeah,
my
I'm horrible.
responsibility,
I'm
right?
sorry.
When your dog
It's
has
I can.
rabies,
It's because I
you
can
don't have your
relate.
dad shoot
It's
it,
the
you
way he
shoot
said
it.
it. Wait.
That's the way
The
I
only
say
thing
it.
I
Oh,
would
God.
worry about is doing it wrong.
Yeah, that is the thing. You know. if
When
you
I
get
did it
your-
with Leo, I was able to hold him in my arms, so it kind of felt like I did it.
Yeah, that's kind
Oh,
of what
God.
we did with Dot. Oh my god, it was fucking brutal.
Mm-hmm.
It was
No, that
fucking
shit sucked,
terrible.
bro.
I think that's the first time. Well, maybe not the first time, but one of the few times Shannon saw me fucking bawling like a little bitch ass.
So
I've had family not close family members, but family members die, and I don't even cry. I cried more for my cat than I've had so many other people. So
I mean, nerd, that is not surprising for you at all.
Yeah.
Actually, that's within what were my expectations. So I had to get my laugh out. I apologize because I've been through what you've been through, but just the way you said it sounded so fucked up. I couldn't. I could not help it. Now I get what you mean though. I've been there. I lost my cat a long time ago, and I paid for his ashes and don't have them. Don't want to talk about it, but I'm gonna tell you this: your animals, as weird as it sounds, dog, cat, whatever, they're part of you after a while. I just think that shit was bullshit. So I lost my family dog than my cat. It's not a good feeling, you know.
Yeah.
I just would rather not spend $3K on getting them better for it to be worthless. That's my only thing. If you can get pet insurance and afford it, get it, is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Well, it's like one
insurance.
thing. It's like with with Dot, she was at least like 15 years old, right? And I kind of wish, like, I kind of wish we would have done it a bit sooner, to be honest with her, because she had tumors all over her body, and I don't believe they were cancerous, because I think she would have died sooner. I think what happened was the fact that we didn't have them removed were wound up causing them to press against her organs, which caused organ failure. So, like, it was not I am kind of ashamed as a pet owner that I let it go that far and just didn't fucking get it done right away. Either I should have paid for a fucking surgery to get the tumors removed, or I should have just had her put down faster. But it's one of those things where it's like easier to think, yeah, I'm gonna do the right thing when you're not actually in it. It's like, if I'm on the street and I see a guy beating up a prostitute, I'm gonna help that prostitute. No, you're not. 9 times out of 10, you're not. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm scared, or I'm gonna take a video. That's good enough, right? That's why I get so mad when people are like, why did this guy do anything? What, do you do anything? Well, yeah, I doubt it.
Can you change your fucking custom character whenever you feel like?
No.
Fuck.
I think there's character change vouchers and you can mod it in there, but it's kind of retarded. Capcom's stupid like that.
Alright.
But, like, we all want to think that we're the hero or the good guy, and oftentimes it's a lot harder to do that. Also, it's not really worth it.
Oh, fuck
If
that.
you get involved, if you get involved with a fight, there's no guarantee that you won't get charged with anything, injured, or even killed. It's oftentimes not worth getting involved. You will likely come out losing if you get involved. There's a reason why people don't get involved with that stuff more often, because they know that there's consequences even for good actions. And some people might think that they're willing to accept that. Either they haven't thought it through, or they're just lying to themselves, because you try to stop a crazy guy with a knife, you're probably going to get stabbed.
Especially in the New York City transits.
I heard a story about a guy who was like freaking out on the subway, and a dude went in to do that. He got stabbed, and
Man, I'd rather a dude pull out a knife on the...
Honestly, I'd rather deal with a fucker with a gun, because that'll be quick and painless. Not really, but...
I'd rather somebody pull their knife out than beat off on the train or shit on the train, to be honest. You get used to that type of shit. You get used to that type of shit after a while. So I'd rather somebody pull out a knife or a gun than be blowing their dick out and pissing or shitting themselves. That's way more common.
Yeah, I have.
Than somebody pulling a knife out on you, believe it or not. I mean, it's still common, just not as much as the other two things.
I mean, if I believe that usually if you just give them the money 9 times out of 10, maybe 8 times out of 10, it'll be done with, right? So what you should just do is carry a card and maybe $20 cash at most. You can cancel a card as soon as they finish mugging you, and $20 is $20. I don't carry cash with me at all, because cash is a waste of my space. How good is the end game of Xenoblade Chronicles X, by the way, TSG? You don't have to spoil it for me, but would you say it was worth buying?
Spoil the fuck out of it. Don't listen
Definitive
to him.
edition. Hmm? Yeah, give me some meat, Diolithon. Yeah.
Creepy ass fucking facial expression. I like it.
Oh, do you see my character, Charlie Strife? It's a combination of Charlie Sheen and Cloud Strife. It's cursed.
Sounds about right.
Charlie Sheen is a cursed individual.
I remember when I was like, his wife is so, and then she got old. And I'm like, that's what happened to all our wives, huh? Oh, God.
You know what was so disappointing was Amanda Bynes was very attractive, and then she did meth.
I don't know what she did, but I'm gonna tell you, she
meth.
definitely has the body of a woman that did some things, and
Well, she also I think
like
she
drank
by
a lot of
Nickelodeon.
alcohol in particular is what I'm referring to, actually.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people get
it's,
a excess bloated face and a gut after drinking so much, and their eyes and their pupils are dilated in a certain way from drinking too much. You can kind of
Yeah,
tell.
she I think she wound up being that way because she was in Hollywood and probably was like constantly molested because that's how Hollywood works, right?
It's complicated. I don't think with her ability she's different. She's like the only one that if you were to sit here and tell me she was, touched on whatever, I only see one person doing that.
Which one?
Dan.
Oh, Dan Schneider.
Yeah, he's the only person I can see doing that, but it has to do
Well,
with
Dan Schneider's a notorious creep.
yeah, but he's the only one I'm saying I could see getting away with it and
Oh,
no
yeah.
one doing anything. Like once she left
fact
the whole
that nothing has been
Nickelodeon,
done.
right? It's like for fuck's sake, she left Nickelodeon, and I didn't even know he produced that. What I Like About You bullshit. I thought he was one of the producers to that motherfucking shit. I'm like, that ain't even his type of show. What the fuck? He crazy. He literally was like, I'm gonna follow you to your other shows too. That's why I said, nah, he's the only one I could think of. And you know how it is with women in the industry too. A lot of them back in the day. Honestly, that's what the biggest part of the Me Too movement was about. A lot of ladies had to give their bodies up for roles, but a lot of the ones that complain, I'm gonna be really messed up when I say this, and if you guys are mad about it, it's fine. I notice a lot of ones that complain about it are really bad actresses. I noticed a lot of them are really bad actresses, and I'm like, well, no shit, you had to. You would have never gotten this far if you didn't sell your body, and it's fucked up. I know, but let's just be honest. Like, there's men in the industry too. I'm sorry, Zac Efron is one of those men. That's right. Where up until where he's at now, he's somebody's whore after a certain age. I don't care what nobody says. Look at him. He's in college frat movies every week. Like, can you give me another movie? No, but put your face in my ass. Put your face in my ass, Zach, and then maybe, we'll think about it. And look, and there's men that I'm sure will never talk about it, but there's a lot of younger actors that are definitely a female director or producer's plaything before they get their next big role until they get a real status, and that's the business. But I get it for the female actresses especially that like to act. Like Uma Thurman, when Weinstein had his shit going on, she defended him publicly and didn't know. Within a week, she recanted after all that stuff come out about Harvey, but he had to see her face. Like, her face in Kill Bill when she when she killed most of the she had that face when somebody talked about Harvey the next week. It's like, so I know you heard the news. How do you feel? She was like, she was shaking, and she was like, this man started my career. So I said what I said under the guise, this is the man that built me up. My family ate off of his work for me, and my husband, all this stuff. But she was like, I didn't know he was doing this. He never treated me like this. He never did this to me. But all the ladies that she was friends with too came out and talked to her about it in the industry. Like, he did this and that to me. So it's a mixed bag. Also, here's the long-winded thing I wanted to tell you about. It was about the Hitler thing. I didn't forget.
Okay, yeah.
So in anime and manga, we have Baki, we have Air Gear. Obama is in there, is an Air Gear as an actual character later in the story. He's a pivotal part of the story because they need a president to sign off on certain sick shit that's in the storyline. Then you got in Baki, every president has to do a salute to Yuichiro Hanma from the George Bush era. From that era till now, every president in the United States has had to do a salute to him. So that means Clinton. There's chapters with Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump doing his salute to fucking Biden, and then Trump doing his re-salute again to Yuichiro Hanma, and it was so funny because he literally yelled that he would sexually assault him if he didn't fucking do the salute properly.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Because he's like, and it was strong version way of literally the author saying, I really don't fucking like Trump, so I'm going to use Ichiro to say that he would assault him physically if he was in his presence. And look, the author's getting old too. He's getting bold. He's having his character say he would rape other characters he don't like, and Japan's letting him do it. So what can we say? Culture, difference of culture.
Bad?
Yes, but it's a different culture. Way different culture though. You know.
What is like I've seen Baki, But like I've seen like the old anime, and it's like this small dude that's just a boxer, and then this new one looks like completely like I remember you did a video on.
Now I
it
was saying
long
that
time
Taku, I
ago.
was saying that he's basically
Since
getting
forgotten, because I have terrible memory.
some older
But like the original
some
one
older
just was,
ladies
like,
being
it
like, put your
seemed,
face in my
at least
ass,
from
put
what
your
I
face in
saw,
my
a little bit
ass.
more down to earth. But this new one, like
Yeah.
these people are like fucking like miniature Gokus
Mm-hmm.
and shit. So like it just went from 0 to 60 or something like this. Like they're punching, like a guy can like make diamonds out of coal and shit like that. Like the main antagonist. Whereas I always like from what I thought originally, it was just like a boxing anime, which were very popular back in the day. If I recall correctly, boxing was pretty popular in Japan.
Oh, it's always been.
And like baseball, you'll find a lot of baseball anime too. They just aren't as popular over here in the States. Sports anime, I just don't think is very popular in the States.
Oh, hey, Ian, join the fight.
How long have you been doing this fight without me?
Like just like a minute. I had to take a piss.
He's like, I had to take a piss, take a bong rip, you know.
Yeah, let's take a bong rip. Have you heard about Little Cumtism?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Heard of
Little
what?
Cumtism. He's a country rap guy. He has a song series that I really like. It's called Beat My Wife 1 through 4. Very good, very well made. I would suggest giving it a listen. I'm not even fucking kidding. It's
Send me
great. It's
whenever you get a
bad.
chance, send me the link via Discord and I'll check it out.
It's so fucking bad. If my wife gains weight, I'm gonna beat her ass. So dumb. I love it. All right, I think. What does this guy look like? Is he the big white man?
It's the one with the whip.
Oh, we're fighting him again. Okay.
It's fucked up you guys are saying that. I'm looking at a big white man in the intro of the game.
Oh damn.
I mean, it is white too, so.
Oh yeah.
The keepers, he said they have a village in a land we thought uninhabited.
Now we gotta beat the shit out of it finally.
It's like it's like Frozen, so.
Oh, you haven't engaged the fight yet?
I'm fighting it.
Oh, well, you said it was
Nothing
frozen.
absolute.
Ass.
The
I'm on the
mysterious
way.
composition of the boy's pendant suggests it might. And as for how we came to rescue the boy,
Sir?
it seems a certain monster had forced him to flee. It attacked his village. and
Shut
he
up,
was
cat.
alone. Unfortunately, the underground tunnel he used.
Oh,
to
by
make
the
his
way,
escape
because you guys are talking about sports,
found him,
not being popular, sports anime.
and here we are.
Not in America, at least. It doesn't seem like
Listen, the most hype. There was like 3 series, like, and I wish as somebody that liked basketball, like Slam Dunk, I liked Kuroko no Basket.
Scholars hypothesize
I don't know how else to explain it. The anime didn't exaggerate it in a way where I like it more. Like it's still a good manga. I read the manga, but it's not to me that exaggerated. Blue Lock, however, and Ippo are my 2 favorite sports series, and I watch a lot of soccer, aka football, anime and manga. I'm gonna tell you right now, Blue Lock is probably the most visually captivating and interesting. But that's also because the author is a seinen writer, and he has a lot of crazy manga as it is. So it's technically his first popular shonen that he just said, let me put all my crazy visual drawings and images of my characters that are serial killers usually, but make them soccer players. So this is a guy that's used to making like, draws sex in his stories, draws assault, physical assault, violence of extreme detail, and making his characters look like demented monsters. But instead, he made his human beings that are soccer players. It's kind of like watching your favorite sports player, but he looks like a damn near literal monster before he shoots the ball, kicks the ball, hits the hockey puck, whatever exaggerated version of what I'm talking about, like any sport. But it's really dope. You should watch it, check it out. Even if it's just because you're bored, it's the most interesting one. It's the only one I can see being popular in the States like that in recent years.
Well, the only thing that's really sticking out to a lot of people is fucking shonen slop. I really am kind of sick of it.
Oh, the same shit we grew up with?
You don't see a lot of seinen. Well, yeah, but it's like the fucking medium has been like different. Like, you know, it's
Yeah.
like I've seen so many fucking shonen anime, and it's just like it's the only stuff that gains popularity. I don't necessarily dislike shonen. I just like that it's the only thing that's becoming like well known. Like you don't see people talking about anything aside from it. Like you don't see people really talking about Fooly Cooley unless they've already seen it, right? Like, and most people,
Yeah.
they're like, I don't get this. It's like you don't need to get it. It's fucking good even if you don't understand it, man. Like. It's such a good anime, man. I love it.
Well, like the complex side of it is anime has always been oversaturated, but it never was oversaturated in the States. So we never had 3 Gundams come out at once and we could watch all of them. We had to wait 7 years. You never could watch Dragon Ball Z the same week, the same day it just dropped in Japan. Now we can get it the same day. Used to have to wait 3 to 4 weeks for the next sub because we had free translators to come out online, or like P2P or torrents, for instance. We had to wait for the fan subs and stuff to come out. Now it's like instantly. It dropped 2 hours ago. Now it's in English. They got the fucking voice actors on payroll.
Yeah.
And it's like now they can make it right away.
You know, back in the day, like, you'd have to import, too, if you wanted it legitimately, right? I had a friend that would import it. Like, he imported, like, the old Dragon Ball stuff because he's like, oh, yeah, this never came out in America.
Oh, yeah.
And it was so cool because it didn't come out in America. It's like, oh, wow, this is, like, some foreign, unique shit. Like, there was this mystique to it as well back in the day, I think. It's like, oh, this isn't from America. They wouldn't allow this in America or whatever.
It's complicated. We used to have... Imagine, like, anime wasn't popular, right now, but you had the money and resources to give everybody anime you grew up with or liked that no one else could see from Japan, but you needed sponsors. So growing up as a kid, you know, I'm not sure if you remember those channels. We had public broadcasting channels where I watched Dragon Ball Z, where I watched Kamen Rider, where I watched Kokudo no Ken, and I was only able... I don't use Xbox. Good lord. Hold on. There we go. And you're able to watch some of these shows like Ergo Proxy, you know, Elfin Lead. Who got the rights to those? You know how long it took for them to get those rights? How did we watch them first? Yu Yu Hakusho. They had to literally get people that got these tapes and visuals, and they put it on public broadcasting channels for us for free. These people are dead. And they put blood, sweat, and tears of getting us to watch anime back in the 90s and the 80s, and I can't name them by name, but I'm gonna just say, like, you know, some of them rest in peace and God bless them. That, you know, I'm sure their families called them weird, like, why the fuck you watch anime? You're a 40, 50-year-old man. But these fucking men went to Japan and they got us the information we needed, man. They're the ones that got us these videos, and they got these companies that look and take anime more seriously. And the reason why Funimation exists is because people like that went across the world and into Japan and got these fan sub to Japanese only versions illegally before bringing it legally to the States. They can lie all they want. I know they got that shit illegally first.
Alright, Corey, I need you to bring him back over here.
I'm still doing the tutorial, by the way.
I died.
Really? When did you die?
I didn't restock before I went, so I had like no heals.
Oh, we might fail this quest.
Did you die?
No, there's a part where he activates like a super attack that will kill you, and I don't know how to avoid it. I avoided it by luck last time.
My bad, I'm trying to hurry, man.
You're good, he became a furry.
Oh god, I just realized I actually bought my second new game for the year. Holy shit.
What was your other one?
Fantasia we talked about earlier. I don't play games like that because my interest level has to last more than 30 hours for me to buy it. So I'm really choosy. That's why I said even the Dark Souls games, I won't play like that anymore. I won't finish them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll admit that I definitely have I have like an issue where I do not finish a lot of games I start.
JRPGs, no matter what, if I've been waiting for it, even if it's been 20 years, that will get me to come out of my cave every single time.
Mm-hmm. See, like my issue lately is that like there's a JRPG that I grabbed that I want to play, but I'm doing a review on it, so I can't. I have to record it.
Oh, that's like a movie that you want to watch. That's like a movie that I want to watch that I want to review, but I can't watch it until I want to actually write notes to review it.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those things where it's like it'd be cool to like watch and play it and complete it, but I need to like spend time getting the footage and shit of it to
Yes, Anime Network was one of them. You are correct.
I need to get footage of it before, like, you know, to review it. So like every time, like it's almost more of like a job. Not really, because it's like I like doing it, but at the same time, it limits what I can and can't do.
Sounds like trouble, yeah?
Have you eaten before this, by the way, Corey?
Yeah, I was eating. I'm trying to eat pizza while I play.
I meant in game, but
Oh,
That's fine.
yeah.
like when you die,
I had a meal from one of the games.
yeah. So when you die, that resets that, I believe.
Just
Oh,
send a
for
signal
real?
if you need backup.
Yeah, so you might want to eat again. I don't think I've eaten. Maybe I did. I don't remember. I haven't died recently. The meal, like the meal timer, I think lasts like 30 minutes or until you die. I don't know if it
Depends on what you eat.
stays after the quest. I don't know if it does that. Because back in the old games, there was like a 30-minute time limit on half of the quests. So
Me, okay? Don't worry. I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Come on.
get perfect guarded, bitch.
Perfect guard, you whore.
I like this game so much. Like, really fun.
We should prepare a bit, just in case.
Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, nice.
How long is the fucking tutorial?
Have you beat the first quest?
The fuck's the first quest?
You just do
Have
the
you killed one
Chanakaba.
big monster?
Yeah.
Stupid licky boy.
All right, so no, I just kind of got through the basic part of it. I'm in the middle of a fucking. I'm talking to Alma right now.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, what are your thoughts on her character design?
I mean, she alright. She's
Someone got
realistic.
mad at me.
She's
I-
realistic.
I don't know. Yeah, I think she's really fucking cute. Someone got mad at me because I gave her massive tits in my thumbnail for it. I'm like, dude, it's not that deep. It's so people click on the video, bro.
Did it work?
Yeah, dude. One of my better performing videos, to be honest with you. I'm mad because the last couple of games that I reviewed, I don't have a woman to objectivize or whatever for my thumbnail, right? I'm not gonna lie, it's exactly what I'm doing, but it brings in clicks, right?
Mhm.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And that
I'm not gonna pretend that I'm some sort of like morally superior individual. I'm a piece of shit. Tits sell, man.
I mean, I get it. It's like me saying recipes Toriyama, and I give Chi-Chi the biggest, fattest breasts in the thumbnail
Yeah.
that I create. But I'm saying
Yeah,
recipes
exactly.
Toriyama. It's like, well, it doesn't mean that it's not still rest in peace, but we're focusing more on Chi-Chi looking like a hentai character than we are
Yeah.
anything else. So.
I mean, that is like, how did he die?
Old.
Like, oh, okay. Again, I know he was old. He didn't die like. I don't remember the guy who made Berserk's name because I haven't really like.
Kentaro Miura.
I like the idea of Berserk. I just have not had a chance to like read the manga or watch the anime.
It's
And
your
if I'm
type
gonna
of
watch the
story.
anime-
Back in
I
the-
know it sounds
I don't
so
know.
good.
I don't know if you've changed from your old tastes, but if your tastes are still the same, trust me, Berserk is your kind of story.
Oh, I mean, I've read about it and stuff, so it
The only-
seems like I would.
The
I
only
would
thing
like
that
it,
changed, I think, was because society changed as well. Towards the latter half of the story, Kentaro starts kind of
You can try out your weapon over here.
not being as edgy.
Once you've
yeah, but I think it's also supposed to be about growth with the main character, so it fits a little bit.
camp if you need to change your weapon.
Because you got to think of it like this is a story that lasted more than 30 years. The creator was like 20 years old when he made the first draft.
Mm-hmm.
He was in college/high school fucking around with that shit. And he was a fan of Hokuto no Ken. Guts is based off of Kenshiro from Hokuto no Ken as well. So
Nice.
his design and everything. The creator of the story found out, and they kind of linked up and became friends before he died too.
Mm.
But he has a very old school, the old Sylvester Stallone era.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Seagal, Jean-Claude Van Damme, the old school actions era that a lot of Japanese artists emulated in the 80s. That's his stick. But he made it way more edgier and crazier in a medieval time and dark fantasy, but when it didn't exist. So
Yeah, see, like, what I thought was really cool with it is that it's, like, there's demons and shit, and at least the Golden Age arc. Like, and it sounds like it was, like, there's demons and shit, but they weren't very common. They were rare. Like, they were, like, kind of like now would be, like, it's a biblical demon. They only show their faces very rarely. So, and, it was very light on the magic. It was very, not... like, ooh, wizards and war, like it wasn't like typical high fantasy, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say.
well, the artist is such a psychopath. It took him 20 years to get. That's what he always wanted to get. He wanted the story to go into a high-end version of dark fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the best way I can explain it is Berserk is kind of dark Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it seems so cool, and I want to watch it. I just don't have a lot of how to say it? I don't have a lot of patience, I guess. I might wait until it's finally completed, and then I'll, like, maybe read the manga, because I know they're still planning on trying to finish it.
Yeah,
Like,
the author's best friend right now is he's the one that's finishing the story based on what he left him and his final notes about the story.
Did what's his name know he was going to die?
They're so close that he was I'll tell you in a second, because I'm playing the intro with the big tortoise monster looking shit.
Yeah.
But the creator of Holy Lands, the name is actually the current writer of Berserk. They were best friends for a few years in the last 20 years. He's somebody that had depression. He was kind of suicidal because he couldn't get his first manga in the stories written, and Kentaro convinced him to be a mangaka. So he decided to. He basically was in his life like, you get married, have kids, write your first story, all that. So this guy was Kentaro's friend, and Kentaro watched him grow as a person the entire time. And then he was sick, and he was on his deathbed too. And he gave him everything he needed to finish the story. He didn't want to do it. He thought about it, and he told him basically it was his last words type shit. I'm not joking. He even wrote he wrote a one-shot explaining why he wrote the manga for Berserk currently and why he's doing it. Because that's what Kentaro wanted him to do, to finish the story. But he only wanted him to do it if he felt that was in his wishes and his best interest. So it's kind of amazing. It's like your best art or your best story, and your homie's like, bro, I would never finish it if I died, but if I've died, I don't finish it. You got to carry the torch, bro. And he's like, fuck out of here. He drew a whole one-shot about it. He's like, I'm never doing that shit. And he laughs at him and said, no, you're going to do it for me. You love me too much.
Corey, if I die, you have to finish my fucking game.
That's
that
funny.
you're supposed to be helping me work on.
Don't die.
Can you imagine if, like, high as fuck, oh shit, I got to finish it.
I wanna make the game. It's just that I don't like. There's certain things where one, I have a YouTube channel to run, and two, I can't comprehend coding very well.
Mm-hmm.
Did we die? Did we win?
The fuck is this motherfucker's HP?
Keep it happy, yeah.
No. I thought maybe it's the quest after this where we have like the guide you like those like super
Charge shot.
What weapon are you using?
Home. You're not talking about me, are you?
Yeah, what are you using?
Great sword.
Hell yeah.
I'm old school. Long
Yeah,
charges
big
and
sword.
heavy damage. Fuck all that other shit. Fuck strategy.
It's so much smoother in this game than the old games too, I think.
Oh, in the old games, man, you get smacked around, you do one swing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe there's like one more after this. I don't remember, man. I don't remember.
Open your goddamn wounds.
So Corey, after this fight, you need to make sure like we prepare, because I'm fairly certain this next boss has a move that will just like fuck everyone. And I don't know if we'll
Have you guys played
if I'll
God
be
Eater
able to
before?
try. I have heard of it. I tried God Eater. It felt like old school Monster Hunter. Like, ooh, I know there's an anime around. Is that another Bandai Namco game? I have strong feelings about Bandai Namco.
Strong feelings.
Strong negative feelings about Bandai Namco.
Strong feelings.
Yes.
Come here, you
strong.
shitbag.
I think that Bandai Namco's fucking washed up.
Come here.
They're washed up, and they could do better, but refuse to do so.
Well, if you know you can make billions and no one's gonna tell you shit, what are you gonna do? Keep doing the same
I mean,
thing?
I'm gonna make millions. I'm gonna keep making the same fucking anime fighter over and over again, just with different anime characters.
Bro, you're such an ass. You would jokingly literally say, like, "Hey, I know it's shit, but you guys keep buying it."
Yeah, I would literally do that.
If you want me to stop
Like,
making
here's your
shit, stop buying it, and I'll do better.
Well, that's the issue with the anime fans, is they'll eat anything up. Like, you look at, like, My Hero Academia's One Justice, and apparently it's a broken fucking buggy mess, but, you know, My Hero Academia fandom's fucking retarded.
You'll like Vigilantes when it drops, by the way. You're gonna love it when it drops. Just an FYI.
They're making an anime out of it?
Yes, it already did. They
I
dropped
know
the
them.
trailer already.
Oh, nice.
It looks
But
really.
I saw the
animation's better than anything My Hero's dropped in 2 years. That's the worst part about it.
yeah, My
It's
Hero
phenomenally
Academia
better.
animated.
We're in the final arc, and the animation ain't even close to this shit. It's fucking crazy.
What did you think of the ending of My Hero? Spoiler alert for everyone that has not watched it.
Is everybody in the chat watched My Hero?
If they have, it's too late. I already gave away what I was talking about.
Oh, okay. Well,
So.
imagine
Moving to a new area.
you're watching Batman, and the new Batman's about how he finally gives up the torch for real, like he does with Terry in Batman Beyond. But he does it with Robin. Robin becomes a real Batman. One-shot crushing. Not just physically dense, but fast, strong, equally as intelligent, has her own sidekicks, you understand what I'm saying? Like, really taking care of the mantle, moving forward to the new era of living a life without Batman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, imagine that, but then they go, oh, by the way, Batman actually, the new one, he still actually is kind of mid. And he really can't do shit without assistance. That's basically what the ending of My Hero is to me. It's like Robin actually succeeded at being a better hero, but let's take away everything from him. This kid that he didn't ask for this. That shit is fucked up. I know Horikoshi made it was a very adult ending. I like it on that one side of things. It's not a shonen ending. It's a we live happy ever after, but my mental psyche and my organs and my body is no longer built for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I have the Batman way to keep doing things. It's like, are we gonna talk about how he tried to save basically this kid and he died? We're gonna do like theme conversations about it, but never talk about it. What's Deku really doing? Is he going to therapy? I'm not joking, being serious. Like, the kid cares too much. He cares about a character that is no longer existing that he shouldn't care about. What are we doing about that? What about other characters that, as heroes, didn't have their family? Basically, like, explain as far as, like, them losing their abilities. Some of the kids got crippled, and they're making them seem like they're okay now. And I'm like, no, his leg looks kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Deku got the worst end of the stick for a story that he never won anything. It's almost like if it was a seinen series. Deku, at the end of the series, he would have been dead or crippled in a wheelchair, like Guy Sensei from Naruto. Honestly, I feel like the author would have made an ending like that if his fans weren't so crazy, and instead he just settled for a half of what he wanted to do. The other half, he was like, my fans, they want him to kind of have a happy ending, so I'm gonna give him a fake happy ending that's not really happy for me,
Yeah.
but it's happy for
My
them, so they
fans
can
are-
take it.
My fans are insane individuals that get mad at me whenever I make anything sort of edgy.
Oh my God! There's a doctor that's German sounding. His statements are kind of Nazi based. He's like a German doctor. We gotta cancel him. That's the My Hero Academia fan base, and it's not
they were
America
retarded.
that's the problem. It's Korea. Ironically, that's the problem with that shit, because they're the ones that complained about it, not us.
Really?
There's a reason why a lot of Asian territories don't want to admit their ties to Germany even today. They don't want to admit they have foreign
that is
exchange
true.
programs in Germany. And Japan talks about it too in some of their manga with music a lot. Like Germany they still have ties to Japan where like their students could go to Japan in foreign exchange programs in music, especially if they're like talented in terms of like music schools, and they handle certain forms of like classical shit. And then it goes hand in hand with like there's another word for it. Other countries that don't want to admit their past ties because of World War II. No one thinks that they're fucking Nazis, but the younger generation takes it.
The
That
younger
way.
generation is retarded. Yeah.
Nah.
Like, honestly, they irritate me with how fast they are to assume that something like one of my other big thing that pisses me off with the certain people from the younger generation is they assume that if someone likes media that has to do with themes of like fascism or anything like that, like Helldivers, that you're automatically pro like Nazi stuff. Like, is that like, yeah, I like the like suits and stuff. I like the like meme culture that they live in and shit. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna like be like, oh yeah, I definitely want I want some Nazi stuff to happen. Like,
I mean, this is my version of why I don't like that's part of the culture. I have to understand that I'm gonna lose a big portion of maybe people that like my content, so I gotta be transparently myself, and that's one reason why I took a break too. Is that as much as I like anime, I gotta be unapologetically me in the content that I make, or I'm gonna eventually piss somebody off. And I don't need somebody. I would never be. I would never want as my fan, basically.
yeah.
So, like, let's say, I'll use an example. There's a story called Sunny Boy, right?
I've
And
heard
a
of
Sunny
it,
Boy is one of your type of stories you would enjoy. I'm going to do a review on it eventually. I made a short about it a few years ago. And I still get views on it. It's mad weird. I still get like 100 views every other week on that damn video.
Nice.
So I got to make a visual to go fall back on it. But it's a little bit like Paranoia Agent meets I'm trying to think of the best example. It's like Paranoid Agent meets like Mystery Isekai. It's a bunch of kids that are at school, and the next day they're in a different dimension at school. They can't go home.
Yeah.
And they get abilities at the school where they can, break the laws of physics. They can make rules where they can tell everybody to be quiet, and they have to be quiet, and if they break a penalty, they get hurt or banished. Some can disrupt the laws of physics and reality by killing people. Others are superpowered like gods. And then there's others that have to follow very particular rules and they're weak because they can't do much. These kids get power drunk and realize they can't go home. Not spoiling too much of the story. Some get into extreme forms of depression because they're not aging. This reality is not reality like that. Eventually time passes and some of them are still stuck and it's been 30, 40 plus years. You get where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
For some it's making them insane. For others it's making them like start to truly, I think I finished my first quest, slay the Chadacabra.
Yeah.
I think I just finished it without trying. Somebody randomly came and did it for me.
Alright.
But yeah, no, it's like that basically. It's a very mystery type story, and they spend a long time trying to get out of that realm. I won't even explain to you how long it takes, but it makes the kids go so crazy. Some of them start, trying to commit suicide and trying to that never have thought about sex physically, start to try to explore that with other women because they're no longer really 16. They're actually in their 30s or they're in their 40s now. They don't look it and they haven't matured enough. And they're trying to figure out life while being like, where's my mom? Where's my dad? I miss them. It's been over 30, 50 years. It's crazy. And it has a very typical old school anime. The ending doesn't make sense. That's the only thing that's bad about the story. The very stereotypical, what the fuck is this?
No, that water is not for you. It still says I'm not live.
They're over here.
Oh, so I'm looking at my my stream in Discord, and one set the stream PC says that I'm live. The other one does not.
Sunny
Let me
Boy's
see what
God
happens if I
tier.
log out of.
And yes, Vigilantes is now going to be an anime.
Yeah.
It's going to come out
What's up?
sometime this year. Look it up.
Can you run yourself a few rounds on your own?
One
Just for like
moment.
15 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be helping Doc.
Yeah, I just need to take like a 15-20 minute break.
He's got
All
the code,
good,
man.
man. Oh fuck!
Enjoy your smoke break, bro.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so
I appreciate y'all.
Hey, listen,
Now say
that's
that
that's
I'm
my
live.
nighttime break. So Nerd, really
Okay.
quick. So once I finish the trailer, cause I'm at to check the others portion after this part. Am I done the trailer tutorial kind of?
I believe you are. I don't know what's going on with Discord then, because mine, if I were to,
Is that old school bullshit? We're saying you're not live when you're live.
well, yeah. So like, it says I'm live on my stream PC. Says streaming right here. Like,
It's wonderful to
I will
How did you end up in that situation?
snip it.
Who exactly are the two of you?
Oh, Red,
Forgive me.
back with only though.
And send it to Diamond directly.
Where's this village? You
That sounds like it's a back end
Thanks for letting us know. There's so
Discord is run by
that won't do to keep you talking.
words I can't say on Twitter. Twitch. I can say anything on Twitter.
Thank God. That's the only good
Yeah,
thing
it's-
about. That's the only good thing about this motherfucker owning the platform. I could go back to saying what I want. Shit.
I do like that they like the one thing that I will say that I agree with them on is the what's it called?
Where should we go first?
The community notes. So helpful.
Sometimes. Not all the
Yeah,
time.
sometimes it's garbage.
Sometimes it's complete dog shit.
Sometimes it's like, look at this cat, and it's very clearly a dog, and it just says like cat or dog.
AI is going to become the bane of our existence in every shape, way, or
Dude.
form from a social media perspective. Just because social media is too popular now, and if we had AI back in like the 2005, 2015, it would have segued in a little bit easier because we just have the morons from 4chan doing it, and we'd have a good time. But everybody else is kind of doing it. There's some fun, and there's like stupid shit. Like, I don't want to randomly see Taylor Swift with a fat ass. I'm sorry, I don't really care. We know it's not real. We know it's not real. We don't need to see her with a fat ass. It's okay. She's not going to have a big chest. She's not going to have a fat ass. It's okay. Unless she gets pregnant, and she might even look like that. She might just look fat.
Yeah, well, here's the thing: is that Taylor Swift can't sing either. I have video proof of it.
Well, look who it is.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll send you the video later. It's
Okay.
great.
Oh, you can already.
It's fucking hilarious. It's because all artists these days use auto tune, which is basically AI music.
Have you been?
So
The only
I mean,
person
I
that could
don't really-
use auto-tune that gets away with it, and I'm happy about it, is T-Pain. Because he's still the only one that uses it correctly in most cases.
I don't care. Like, honestly, I don't give a shit about auto tune, but I just like pissing off Swifties because they are literal cancer. So let me.
I'm talking to guildmates.
Okay, so what you'll have to do is bump to your Are you playing on PC? You're playing on PC, right?
Of course, I'm playing on PC.
Open up your menu, scroll to the fourth log, go down to member list. On member list,
Mm-hmm. Oh, before I do that, any suggestions on armor before I buy some quick new armor?
I can keep the regular armor you have.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's easy as fuck, man. Like I didn't switch up until like I killed like the third or fourth monster.
What if I want to upgrade my sword?
Well, I mean, great swords, from what I understand, are best as non-elemental weapons. So, either continue with the Hope line or maybe buy an Ore line.
I'm gonna start with at least one upgrade. You the best for that.
Yeah. Because, like, if you're running longsword or dual blades or I believe bow and arrow, you want to go into element. But great sword and club. Or hammer, I believe, are non-elementals. You'll just want to run raw damage.
Raw.
You can still do some elemental, but raw damage is generally what you'll want to do. At least that's what I've heard. This is the first game where I like really mained great sword, so. I don't do a lot of research into like shit that's going on in like the communities. I pretty much, if someone tells me something, I'm like, okay.
I'm the same
I've never
way.
been very active in fandoms or anything like that. Like, you know, I might like Xenoblade a lot, but I don't interact with the fandom. Phantasy Star, I like that. I don't interact with the fandom because they're dumb most of the time.
Hey, give yourself credit. You got me to download Fantasy and play it even for 5 minutes. That's a feat. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I told you, my attention span in these games.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. NGS is a complete missed potential.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you have a Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, kind of. Go ahead.
If you want what NGS should have been, play Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Like, that's exactly what NGS should have been, and it's a better single-player MMO than Phantasy Star. NGS is a multiplayer MMO.
All right. Before you continue, so I'm at the part where there's the fucking meeting.
Okay.
And
Once
what the fuck?
Yeah. Once you get out of that cutscene, you should be able to like open up your menus and shit, and then add me. Like, Phantasy Star could have been a really good game, but the geniuses over at Sega don't know how to do anything right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't even be mad because even their flagship series, Sonic the Hedgehog, sucks more often than not.
Oh, you know what's fucked up? You'll see it on my TikTok probably more often, where I'll be advocating more game content and stuff. But I realized when I went down my list, I'm like, wow, I haven't even clipped a game and put it on that platform since Sonic. And I went through my list, and I'm like, I actually have intentionally not bought or like pushed a new game. And I've gotten new games, but nothing that I really like, oh, I gotta finish this, is brand new, da-da-da-da. In like probably a year and a half. And it ain't even just because of fighting games. It's, I'll say between like 2023 to 2024, bro. A lot of my flashy games are delayed. A lot of games I was waiting for sequels on were delayed, so I was like, well, shit, nothing I really care about outside of random new independent games, so fuck it.
And indie games you can finish pretty quickly. I would say that also you can't really finish a fighting game. I mean, you can play through the story mode, but fucking cares.
I'm not even finishing story modes. The fuck?
yeah. So it's like you don't really finish a fighting game because the finishing the fighting game is winning Evo. You know, it's like that's.
Yeah, finishing the fighting game is winning Capcom Cup for Street Fighter. That's the most money you're gonna get, bro. That's millions.
Yeah.
In some cases, $1 million or more, but in general.
I might not be like a fighting game fan, but I can appreciate what it does. It's like it's a niche community, but like I like the idea of it. It's kind of like, you know, I'm more inclined to play like an FPS because I can actually play those.
Yeah.
Relatively okay. I'm not good at them, don't get me wrong, but I think the competitive spirit of fighting games is what keeps it alive. Because obviously, like you can play the story mode. Story mode, it's just kind of there, but it's like the growth of winning and competing is really what people are playing fighting games for. Have you ever played
Absolutely.
Bushido Blade?
That sounds really familiar.
It was a game on the PlayStation 1.
I don't
It
think I played it.
is-
I probably watched somebody play it though.
I was playing it. I don't know if you were on stream, but I was playing it last week, I think.
Mhm.
Splash mode. It's the only fighting game that I actually like, really kind of like, to be honest with you. But I still suck shit at it. Like it's like fighting games are so. How do I say this? They're so strict
Mhm.
to the point where like I feel like I'm barely accomplishing anything, and that it's just like I feel like I am winning solely based on luck. And Bushido Blade, one hit and you're done. It's meant to emulate, like,
Mm.
you know,
Like the Ninja Gaiden game sometimes, depending on which Ninja Gaiden game you playing.
yeah. Well, Ninja Gaiden is more of like a either it's a side-scrolling platformer or like a DMC like. In Bushido Blade, it's a fighting game, but you one-shot kill each other, provided you don't hit the limbs will injure the limb and render that incapable of doing something. But the main goal is to hit a headshot or a body shot. It's really fun. It's kind of jank because it's on the PlayStation 1, so like shots that look like they should have killed
Mhm.
don't. Because I don't think it has like proper like deflection mechanics really. You know, nowadays if they were to make like something like Bushido Blade, it would work a lot better because you could program in proper deflection and stuff like that, where you didn't have that back on the PlayStation 1. Devil's Quartet or Hellish Quartet would be the closest thing to Bushido Blade in the modern day, and it doesn't look as good, in my opinion, as Bushido Blade. Not like graphically. Graphically, it's objectively superior due to its
Oh,
better graphics.
While-
but at the same time,
while I have the
Agent 2D.
time, I know you mentioned like we've been talking about this for like 2 years now. We're still doing this joint anime shit.
yeah.
But at some point, I want to do a joint game review with you. I just don't know what the fuck it will be.
Yeah. Well, we'd have to find a game we both actually play.
Oh yeah, and that's gonna be some shit.
Yeah. But I know like you're big into fighting games, and it's not that it's not that I can't stand them. It's that I'm not good at them, and I don't feel comfortable. Like
Yeah.
I can be not good at a game and still like talk about it, and I can still beat it and talk relatively at least competently about it. I'm not good at a lot of games I play, but I enjoy them, and I think I got like at least the mechanics down. Then there's
Yeah.
fighting games where I feel like I'm button mashing, and I would not be a good source of information for that. I was considering looking into like this indie fighter. I'm like, this looks cool.
All right, I got
say
the
that as I'm
multiplayer
going-
option now. So
Alrighty.
switch from
I
online
say
single
that-
player to online mode. Oh, you seen it?
No, I got my name on there. So you're gonna want to go to multiplayer mode or like log into a random lobby.
How do
Yeah.
I do that? How
You just
do I
sign
do
in.
that? Huh?
Are you in the game?
Yeah. Log
Alright,
out?
so,
Like log out type shit?
No, I think you're automatically thrown in. So what you'll want to do is load up your menu, and then
Okay.
scroll over to the little speech bubbles. It's called the communication tab.
Link party? Or invite
Yeah, but
friend?
first you're gonna go to member list first, and then you're gonna scroll over to the third. Oh wait, you're not in a link party. You're just going to scroll to the second one where it's lobby members. Do you see your name on lobby members?
I'm just going to fucking Steam friends instead.
I don't know how that works. Can you just invite me from that?
I'm about to say. What the
Yeah.
fuck's your name on here?
I thought you had me as a friend on here.
I have you as a friend on here. That's the worst part about it, but I don't see your fucking
Yeah,
name.
I'm just a nihilistic nerd.
Hold on. Hold
I
on.
have like I have a purple.
You're like, this
avatar.
motherfucker deleted me. Hold on now.
I see you on my friends list.
No,
so
trust me,
you're
we
good.
see each other's shit all the time. There you are. It's just because I have a. I ain't gonna say I've added more people lately, but actually, no, I barely added anybody in addition to this shit, to be honest. It's easier on like half my damn chats are like on PlayStation and shit. But I gotta get a fucking. I see your invite. I gotta get a fucking PS5 at some point because they are better for chats. It's just I don't want to spend the money on it. I don't see the worth in it. I'm not gonna play it ever.
Yeah. The PS5 doesn't have a lot going on for it, in my opinion. Corey has that, but he prefers consoles to PC, and I can't blame him for that. Like, honestly, like every time, like, you know, you miss. Oh wow. Okay, what's that, guys?
Do you have one of your fucking videos on your Steam?
Wait, what?
I see
Oh
one
yeah,
of
I put my videos up on Steam.
That's funny as shit.
Oh yeah, it's anything to get more views.
I'm not even mad at it, to be honest. I see what you meant about the 50 hours of tedium. That's funny as shit.
Good times, great oldies. Watch Nihilistic Nerds on YouTube. Here's a link.
I literally would have told people when they bitched about that, like, that's me if I had tits. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah. Dude, I feel like if I was a woman, I'd have the fattest fucking tits ever. Dude, I ain't gonna lie, man. I love boobs.
Nothing wrong with it.
I will shy away from it. I'm not also a nerd. Mom bought me my new favorite fidget toy. Is it a gun? I want one of those. Gun fidget toy. I bought a fucking water gun. Did you get my invite, by the way?
Yeah.
Your name is God.
God.
Love it. Here, let me send you a friend request in game.
Yay.
Yay! We're friends.
Ignores friend request. Deletes.
All right. Let me equip new weapons because I don't want to like be gaming and playing with
All right, Charlie fucker.
Equipment. I think we're gonna run dual blades. Just gonna run the basic OG gear for a bit. We'll keep my talisman though. It's a plastic square that you can squeeze with a non-Newtonian fluid in it. I forgot what non-Newtonian fluids are. It's like a cube of cheese. Nice. Alright, so when you go on a quest, I think it will...
Alright, let me be a fat motherfucker and get my snacks real quick. I will be right back.
Hell yeah, brother Reno.
Alright.
Yeah, you see, I feel like I could probably use, like, you know, I have ADD and autism and all that stuff. I feel like a fidget spinner would be perfect for me. But since I'm an old loser, I just do this. Or I pick at my body, or I itch. That's what I do. I look like I'm, like, insane because of it. Like, that man is not correct. There we go. Non-Newtonian is fluid. It's more like a solid. Means more force you exert on it. Oh yeah, you can make cornstarch water with that stuff, where you like squeeze it and it becomes hard, and then when you let go, it turns into liquid. It was so cool. I think it's literally just cornstarch and water. It's like, yeah. Imagine if they designed an armor to do something like that. A body armor. Where, like, when the bullet hits you, it hardens. I don't know how that would work. Oh my god. I'm not a furry. I'm not a furry. I swear. How are you doing, man? Other than lying, you fucking heretic. You are no, I'm not. You have yet to provide sufficient evidence that I am, and until you do, I will not acknowledge that. So here we can load up some other shit while we're here and waiting for Doc and Corey. Turn off the game cap. Throw on.
All right. Someone said Marvel vs. Capcom.
Screen
Lord.
cap. Yep, we're going dangerous today, boys. We're throwing on screen capture. Hope I don't have any porn
Screen
on there.
capture. Oh
Where is my
please.
screen
Oh please. If
capture?
the world's
Guess I just have window capture. Oh well, we're just gonna window capture. It doesn't show me that. Okay.
all right.
Oh,
I'll be
you're back.
Now for 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay. It says I have a display capture. Where the hell is it? Game capture, video capture. I don't have display cap. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Doing good. One game in a tournament. Takes place over multiple things. Nice. What tourney is that, if you don't mind me asking? Also, I saw that you played, what's it called the other day? What the hell was it called? Farlight. I know that it's changed a lot. Do you think it's gotten better or worse? No laughing. Deal? Yeah, I promise I won't laugh. Is it like, what's it called? Worse. Yeah. It's a shame. They lost half their player base by doing that. But I can't wait to play this one, fan-made game of FNAF.
All right.
FNAF, I've never heard of FNAF, the trading card game. That is bizarre and cool at the same time. I might not like FNAF, and I might think it's lame, but at the same time, a community around a game can really make it more interesting. I don't know, like, is it like a traditional trading card game, or is it like a deck builder? Because I feel like FNAF would work better as a deck builder than a trading card game. Okay, so what you'll want to do is go into a hunt, and then I'll just follow you.
All right. I'm back now.
Going in to explain. Do you mind if I have Diamond come in here to explain how the FNAF trading card game works?
Yeah, sure. I don't give a shit.
All right. Yeah. Okay, how does this work?
Okay, so let me get a link sent to you because it's the best way to fucking show it. Where is the trading card? Yeah, it shows all the cards in the it shows all the cards in the game, and everything is SFW. Don't worry.
I'm not gonna probably show it on stream if we're playing the game, but
Sure.
are you in a hunt now? Doc? Doc.
Not yet.
Okay, so once you go into a hunt, let me know, because I want to see if it just lets me join since I'm in the party, or if you have to activate
Alright.
something.
I'm stuffing my face.
Okay.
So in regards to FNAF the trading card game, you can build a 30 card deck, no duplicate cards, and you play cards from your hand onto the field. Have you ever played Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
No, but I've heard of that one.
Okay, it kind of has the same gameplay to that, You place your cards onto the field. They can move around on the field, attack other players' cards, or attack other players' offices directly. And different decks have different mechanics. And this trading card game has so many fucking characters. It has FNAF 1 units, FNAF 2, FNAF 3, 4, FNAF World, Sister Location, Pizzeria Simulator.
Wait, FNAF World was like the old MMO, right?
It wasn't an MMO, it was just a non-scary
Sorry,
RPG.
guys. Forgot.
Oh. FNAF
So,
World.
Pizza Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night, Help Wanted, which is the fucking AR game. Security Breach. Oh wait, no, Help Wanted was the VR game, sorry. Followed by Security Breach. Then we have Special Delivery, which was the AR game. Into the Pit, and that's the end of the official games. Then we even have Fazbear Fright Shit, which is a fan-made game. We have The Joy of Creation, yet another spin-off. Juniors, which is another spin-off. Taiken Sun, which actually isn't a spin-off. Taiken Sun is a when I've said spin-off so far, I've said I meant fan-made. Taiken Sons isn't even a fan-made game. It was a old failed game by Scott before he went into horror games. Then we have Walton Files, another fan game, and that's it.
I thought Walton Files was its own ARG.
It was heavily inspired.
Yeah, it looks
by
exactly
FNAF.
like it. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I saw that. I'm like, this just looks like FNAF, but worse. And it's saying a lot because I don't like FNAF.
Yeah.
I think I don't like mascot horror.
The
in
specific deck that I won the first round of the tournament with was kind of an asshole deck, as I call it. It's known as the Frost deck. The entire goal of the Frost deck is to slow enemies down and freeze them in place.
Interesting. Have you ever played
And the way I do
Dungeon
that,
Fight Sponsors?
no, I've never played DDM.
It looks so fun.
The way I mainly do that is by playing Freddy Frostbear, and then evolving him into 20 mode Freddy Frostbear. Because as long as he is on the field, all units that enter play and that are currently in play have their movement reduced to 1 except for small units. Which, great! I play a shit ton of small units!
You kind of like Zerg Rush.
No! The Frost deck is there to sit back, relax, and let the opponent do the work for you.
Sounds like
Specifically...
Yu-Gi-Oh shit.
But then, specifically, I have a, I don't know what they're called, I'm gonna call them spell card. I have a spell card known as, where is it? Why can I not find it? There it is, Winter Wonderland. It is a domain spell, which means when I cast it, as long as it is the top card of my graveyard, it gets this effect. Every turn, at the start of my turn, I can target one enemy not in the main office and freeze it for 2 rotations. And all friendly small units gain movement equal to the amount of frozen enemy units for this turn. So effectively, due to the effects of Winter Wonderland, I can keep freezing things for free, which when things are frozen, they can't attack me back when I attack them. Because if you attack an enemy, even if you kill it, they attack your unit back. Not if they're frozen or paralyzed, which this deck does a ton of. Freeze!
So pretty much every time you engage, both of you will take damage, guaranteed, if they're not frozen.
Yep. Or paralyzed for them. So yeah, the entire deck is, hey, you're all either frozen in place or damn near frozen in place. My small units are just running around the board, having a good time, and you're just getting smacked left and right.
Interesting. So it sounds like it's closer to something like the auto chess or whatever it's called.
Not, I wouldn't call it auto chess, because auto chess you have no control over your units.
Okay.
In this, you have full control over your units.
So it's a very like light tactical game.
No, there's a lot of strategy to it, considering all
Well,
the
I
cards
meant
there
like
are.
when it comes to like moving around, it's like you got
I
like,
guess, yeah.
a 6x6 square thing or whatever, and you
Uh,
just move them around and shit.
It's more of a 3 by like fucking 14, 15, maybe 16, somewhere around there.
Okay. Interesting. And you know what game you'd probably like? What's it called? No, not Duel Masters. It's a very simple tug of war game that I've played. It's pretty fun, pretty easy to pick up. Minion Masters. Minion Masters is really fun. Easy to pick up and play.
I've tried Minion Masters, I don't like it.
You don't like Minion Masters? What about Duelist with a Y?
I think I've tried that as well. I'm pretty sure I have. I couldn't stay in it.
I like the idea of Duelist, but they fucked it up twice, so... Duelist 2. I liked it. It was a very interesting idea. Duelist is like, imagine if it was it's pretty much a deck builder or a trading card game, but it's a turn-based strategy at the same time. It's a really interesting concept. I don't know if people still play it though.
Going into the first game I played though, I got lucky because one guy, there was an odd number of people in the tournament, and my round just so happened to be the one that had one less. So instead of a 4-man free-for-all, it was a 3-man free-for-all. And the opponent sitting directly across from me had a deck that it was okay. It featured a lot of big hitting units, but against a control deck, I don't care about big hitters.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to play around your big hitters. Done. The other deck, however, the guy sitting to my right, I had to effectively kind of control him a bit and make sure that he didn't decide to go after me. Because he could have 100% gone after me. And his deck was known as the Burnout deck, which is basically, hey, one of my units just smacked you, congratulations, you're now taking damage over time for the rest of this fucking game.
Doc, are you in a match yet?
Nope, I ended shit. I'm waiting for this explanation part to be done.
Oh, you can enter. I don't mind doing two things at once.
But the thing is, with the Five Nights at Freddy's trading card game, because it's supposed to be a free-for-all, they have one rule that is also heavily enforced. What is this rule? The rule is no game politics. No talking with the other players about anything regarding the game.
So no teaming and anything like that?
Well, you're not allowed to talk with the other players at all. You could subconsciously team, like you could both target one guy who just so happens to be strong, but you can't talk to each other. There's no communication allowed.
So how many players play at once?
Maximum 4.
Interesting.
All right. Okay. I am tired, and I've waited so long.
Have you seen 33 Immortals? Game looks really fun, but it's stuck on the Epic Games Store, and I'm really
Never
mad
heard of
about
it.
that. It's like a roguelite, but it's like a boss raid at the same time. So it's like you get 33 other players, and you raid a boss, and each player gets 3 lives, and if they die, they're eliminated.
I will just say I am waiting for Aaron Shore to release, and I am waiting for Let's Build a Dungeon.
Aaron Shore. We have heard of that one.
Aaron Shore is a single-player MMO.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've heard of both of those then.
Probably because I told you about them.
No, I have my what's it called? My phone set up to give me news, but I set it up to only specifically give me gaming news.
I didn't set my phone that way. My phone just slowly learned what news I like more, and it's
Yeah.
only been giving me gaming shit. So yeah, Aaron Shore and Let's Build a Dungeon. There's a third game I am jokingly excited for.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know the game?
Sure.
Sonic Rumble.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. I'm gonna try that.
What is Sonic Rumble?
Isn't it like Sonic Battle Royale?
Yup.
It sounds so
Classic.
dumb, but I kind of want to try it. I just want to try it, just to see what it's like. Like imagine I think that would be really cool to have like a game like a racing game where you have like 100 people, and every lap the last person gets just eliminated, and it goes on until maybe not 100 people, that'd be a bit too much, but like the last person gets eliminated. So you have like 15 people. So the game lasts 15 laps, pretty much. 14, technically. So every time you do a lap, the person in last gets blown up. Their blood goes everywhere. And they get shot in real life. Like, the devs just go to their house and just unload a clip into their skull. That's stupid. I'm making a shitty joke, but hey. But
I know a game?
Make a racing royale. Racer Royale! But you also have to make it like F-Zero, where if you fall off the edge, you're eliminated as well. So I love anti-gravity racers and racers where you can
Let's
down them.
God damn it.
How's your thing going, God?
I'm actually fucking around with combat real quick because I realized when I was doing this shit in the beginning, mine was horrendous. Like, I've never played Monster Hunter in my life, so I'm in the training area real quick.
Okay. And you can go kick the shit out of something and relearn dual blade.
So, you want to know one thing that I'm actually fucking sad about, that this turned out to be just a fucking scam? Do you remember the, like, obviously heavily inspired by FNAF, game named Candyland?
Oh yeah, with the bubblegum pits. It was
that
an NFT thing.
Yeah, it was an NFT scam.
Yeah, I still like bubblegum tits. Would totally get fucked by her.
The thing is though is that, like, they could have made such an amazing fucking game with that type of animation.
Mm-hmm. You want to make bubblegum tits like rape play? I'm sorry. She's just hot, man.
I don't know if the last couple words you just said are safe for TOS.
They're probably not.
Who's hot?
Bubblegum tits from
Candy from
Candy.
the fucking Candyland game that was just an NFT scam.
Who the fuck's still falling for NFT scams?
I fell for her character design, but I wouldn't play it. I don't play NFT games.
Well,
there was
okay.
one that looked interesting, but what was it called? It's only available on Epic Games Store.
The animation for Candyland looked fucking amazing, which even if it was like, that was the cutscene animation, like, holy fuck. But no, it was all a NFT pump and dump trick.
Mm-hmm.
Pump and dump, pump and dump.
Yeah, I just don't mess around with NFTs. They just don't hold any value for me personally. I do have some crypto, but I don't really mess around with it too much anymore. I haven't looked at it in years, so I could be either sitting on a shit ton of money or I've lost all the money I invested.
Well, right now not a good time to look at it. Look at it when things are up, unless you're gonna buy more, because it's gonna look low as fuck right now.
Maybe I should invest like $20 in it today. So the game was called Off the Grid. Aesthetically, it looks amazing, but it's an NFT battle royale. Apparently, it actually is a relatively decent compared to most NFT games, but at the same time, it's an NFT game.
All right. Join quests.
Okay. Then since you're in the party, it should give me an auto invitation, I think.
I'm gonna just do some basic shit. Well, probably
Oh,
not
go
basic
ahead.
for you. I'm gonna do one of these assignments. Where is it at? Now it disappeared. What the fuck? Oh, it's the bugging in the dirt desert quest, really.
Oh, you're just hunting the basic bugs?
Yeah.
Well, as you guys play, I'm gonna bounce out of here for
Alright.
quite a while. I'll talk to you later, nerd.
Thanks
Unless,
for explaining that.
Unless you
other
want to do a
stuff.
random hunt the question mark,
Please.
and you're gonna promise me you're gonna kill that shit while I die relentlessly because I'm weak as fuck.
I'm running dual blades and I'm not super good with them yet, so chance that I might die.
All right, cool. Let's do that.
But yeah, if you bump a hunt, I will play.
Never mind.
if
I
it's
said I need to get my stars up. I said I'm too weak as fuck to do that mission. It said it won't let me.
No,
do it.
yeah.
It said you're.
You have to
fucking
do
loser.
this. You have to do the what's it called? Oh shit. You have to do some of the I just realized I'm running like the worst dual blades because they're not elemental charged at all.
Shocker.
It's fine. I don't know if I'm gonna run dual blades. I just can't seem to really do anything with them.
I'm in my quest. You say you could just jump into my shit whenever you want.
I think I should. Is it a story quest?
No, it's a regular, just quest, not a story thing.
Invitational is. Okay. Oh shit. I got you. I'm joining the quest, but I'm also getting anally fisted by a Dolachima.
I don't know how your girl listens to you say this shit and does not say nothing. She's used to it at this point.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, she's in bed right now. She has work in the morning, but
Okay.
I've always had like a kind of Newgroundsy moist critical dialogue. You know how he's like, "Oh wow, look at them big nipples," but mine is less good. Mine is considerably less polished as his is.
I'll ride with you.
But like I've always had a thing for like anal prolapse jokes and butt fucking and shooting up orphanages. Punching babies.
You're fucking funny.
I got that because on Newgrounds one time.
Oh,
He's like,
man.
yeah, like they're talking about like Shaolin Showdown. I don't know if you're familiar with that show at all.
You know
pretty
I
good
am.
Saturday morning
You know I
cartoon.
am. Don't play with me.
Okay, yeah.
You know I am.
Yeah, dude, Shaolin Showdown was the shit.
Go
I actually
eat
didn't like it at
Tenpai!
first. Yeah.
The fuck you mean? Am I familiar with Gar?
I wasn't into it at first. I was like, oh, this is a ripoff of just a ripoff of anime. It's anime inspired. It was nothing like anime. But oh wow, these bugs are messing me up. They
Where the
run
fuck
some
are you?
damage. I just pressed the forward button and then it takes me to where the quest location is.
Ah.
You jump on your sacred
There are a lot of monsters
and it
there.
moves you to whatever is the closest objective point.
Okay. You are like right next to. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I got 6 of the 12 of them.
Yay! I have no idea what the fuck I'm trying to kill.
It was these little bugs.
Where you at? Where?
I'm right here. Do you not see me?
Must be how
No, I see you. I said, where are these bugs at?
Oh, they're all dead.
Oh.
They
Wow. Cool.
didn't stand a chance against me.
They didn't stand a change against me.
Running sword and shield like a basic.
Yeah, I miss Newgrounds, man. That takes me to fuck.
Hey, it's
back.
still around. It's still around. But
It's
okay,
not
so
the
they're talking
same.
about. It's better than YouTube, I think. So I was playing, or I was in the BBS. I used to frequent the BBS back in the day. That's how much of a loser I am, by the way.
Life.
So if you press up, your sacred will take you generally to the destination that you need to go to. Sometimes it's retarded though. But they were talking about Shaolin Showdown or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, I like that show. That remained guy's cool, but you know, and Omi being a retard is great. But that Clay guy, he makes me want to punch babies." I'm like, "This is a great saying. I'm gonna steal it. It's mine now."
He had the least amount of
He was-
voice acting, I think, when I think about it.
Clay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense because he's like the Texan dude, the strong silent type or whatever. I've been getting molested by this fucking thing, and
It's like,
Press
hey,
the wrong
Omi,
button.
I rarely talk, but you know I'm about Earth. I'm about this Earth shit, right? I don't play that
Yeah.
shit. It's like, if Kimiko would talk the loudest, and she was the weakest one.
Kimiko was like annoying. I didn't like Kimiko.
Is she
I
voiced?
like
Is she played by Tara Strong?
she may have been. Tara Strong does all the women's voices. Yeah, you know, okay. Maybe this is a hot take, but I don't like the lack of variety in English voice acting because of the Voice Actor Guild, the VAG.
Well, I will tell you the difference too is like with even the anime industry today. Part of it's because they don't get paid enough, bro. The women that are really passionate about it, they know they're not gonna get no fucking money. So it's like, why the fuck would I do this shit? Am I getting paid? Look at like the actors and writers strike they had like last year. Again, I look at how many actors we grew up with that like complain about how much money they're not getting. For fuck's sake, there was you know that whole Dan Snyder that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, Dan Schneider. Oh god.
Half the actors on his thing, as fucked up as it sounds, I couldn't help but notice. Like, yo, half of y'all I seen recently talk about how broke y'all are. And it sounds fucked up, but half of them talk about how they had to do part-time jobs, and I want to, like, respectfully see that situation and look at it like it's a thing where people are human beings, they just gonna go through shit, you can accept it, whatever. But some of them, not all, some of them are like, I have to work a part-time job, I don't get any residual income or like consistent secondary income from this, so I have to constantly work. But some of them actually are trying to guilt trip you, but they still made good money doing TV for a few years, and they still live in lavish houses. They just don't have good jobs to support their lavish houses.
Yeah.
But also to feel bad for you. So it's not all of them, but some of them it's like, I'm gonna feel fucking bad for you, man. Like, you chose to be in this lifestyle. And this is 2025 now. Like, you didn't look at your contracts 20 years ago. Well, make a new contract. I'm not even being funny. I'm being dead serious. Like,
Yeah.
child stars are the only ones I give a pass.
The thing I don't like about voice actors is that they have their guild and they blacklist people they don't agree with. They're the same thing with actors. That's why I don't care. Like, if a movie does poorly, it's like, oh no, this one actor that probably is a sack of shit isn't getting paid because the movie did poorly. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I don't give a shit. It's the scene is highly political, and it's annoying to me. So I don't like those people. So I don't give a shit. I don't give them money either because most of the movies these days suck now.
What's going on, Blocks Fruits? Appreciate you for coming in.
But I really don't like the idea of
Ain't even been in
blacklisting
here.
talent.
Otaku, you're funny.
Whether they like if they're like a rapist like Dan Schneider,
Dad.
yes, blacklist. But if they have like a political view that you don't agree with, fuck that, dude. Like, who cares? The whole Vic Monogna thing was
And
like,
buy
okay, yeah, this is
anti-shrub.
bad. Like, I didn't see any proof of him being the like sexual predator they claimed him to be.
That's actually kind of what pissed me off about the whole doc. Got me watching 8 episodes when it's like 4. The 5th one was really just a repeat of the same shit. But like these episodes for us to not actually see Dan Snyder, what we do get is we get that Dan Snyder was a douchebag, and he might have touched on Amanda Bynes, and that's it. We spent an entirety of like a month, everybody on their seats because it's like, Dan Snyder. It's not Dan Snyder. Everybody that complained about him was just mad that he fucked them on their contracts and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? We're seeing more of like Not even the
Where was Miley
kids.
Cyrus? Miley Cyrus literally said that that happened to her. Like,
Mhm.
did they not get enough money to hire her, or was she lying?
I
You know,
really,
like-
I really can't say, but it was just bothering me how we were so focused on like, what Snyder was supposed to be doing, but I rarely got that. What I learned was something happened to Drake, and I got to learn I can't say certain things on content now.
Yeah.
He got bested. See, that's the word I got to use. You understand what I'm saying? He got
Yeah.
bested, and it's like that was disturbing. The whole situation is disturbing. Who it was from, who it was with, how many oftentimes I watch shows with them together. That actually fucked me up.
Yeah.
I couldn't laugh at that. I'm like, bro, I used to watch this stupid shit. You're sitting around him. The entire cast should be ashamed. I'm not talking about the kids really, but the producers, the
Hell
directors,
yeah.
the writers. And I'm sorry, Josh Peck kind of too, but for different reasons. And everybody was painting him for years as some weirdo, but he's had problems because Hollywood ignored him getting assaulted. And we're at like making this a joke. Oh, Drake's this, Drake's that. Doesn't mean his behaviors recently have been right, but it explains
Yeah,
his outbursts a lot the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
It's like
And it's one of those things where it's like I just naturally assume if someone's in Hollywood, they've been molested by someone.
yeah.
Same with the music industry, and same with politics. If you're in those high-ranking fields, you probably got molested or are molesting people.
It's just like Jesus Christ. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do here? And I really do wish that they took more time to take him, more seriously. And it sucks that we're at a point where it's too late. But he wasn't just, I'm gonna start using this a lot. Bested. He was serially bested, and they want to play like they didn't know about it. That's my problem. Oh, it's happening multiple times. We
Yeah.
didn't know. Oh, he was in his parents' house. We didn't know. He's calling Drake's phone all the time. We didn't know. Man, if a grown ass man is calling your son all the time, mad too, because he won't show up for practice one day or a couple times, you're gonna know something's up one time. Oh, we let it go because he was always good and he just kept getting them checks. Yeah, the family let it go because he was getting paid. Same thing with, I'm gonna use R. Kelly as an example. Same thing with people with parents that gave their kids over to R. Kelly. They're like, oh yeah, it's cool because they're getting good money from him, so we can ignore it, and that's their excuse. Like, let's be real.
Yep.
Like, a lot of the problems are the parents too. No one's blaming the parents for their bad parenting, just getting anybody to be around their
failure,
kids
yep.
because they're celebrities. And then you got other people basically, what's going on, Stone Lord? I just seen you in there. I didn't even know you were back.
It took him a while.
He had, that
probably
long,
What's up, y'all? I'm back.
he had that long rip. He was like, yeah, I took a nap.
Yeah, it turned into a nap apparently. I meant to only be gone for
Did
like
you
15 minutes.
set a timer?
No, I went to lay down with Louise when she went to bed.
Oh.
And fucking spent some time together before she went to bed, and fucking I must have fell asleep for a few minutes because holy shit.
What sucks being on third shift? It's hard to actually like do that for me. Like, I also feel like when I lay down in the same bed as Shannon, like personally, I can't sleep with other people in the bed because it's so uncomfortable to me.
You gotta have a supersized bed for me to feel comfortable.
Yeah, it's like I'm just one of those people that has always like slept alone in the bed, and now I can't sleep with other people near me, and it's really annoying.
Oh,
With
man.
a few, ow, fuck, cat just scratched me when he was standing up. It's one of those things where it's like you become accustomed to a certain type of lifestyle, and it becomes hard to adjust to it. See, I thought like they actually had like swimming mechanics in this when I was watching someone else play it, but apparently that's not the case.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Monster Hunter,
No.
but there's like a little segment where you can swim through it and shit. Yeah, let me know when you get into a new quest, by the way.
It's kicked me into online single player, so
Yeah, so you'll have to restart the game. But I was talking to Dad. We've done one small quest.
I gotta level up to have more fun with y'all playing this shit. That's really the problem.
But you should be able to do the Chatacabra, like the first quest. Like you have to do the story to unlock the more quests.
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
I'm doing right now.
Yeah, and then
You guys
so,
will
like, the
understand. I
beginning-
probably will until, like I said, I get a Steam Deck. I'll probably rarely play this outside of groups. It's one of those few games that's more fun in groups. I'm sorry, it is.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Like I had a friend he's like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get into it. Seems grinding. Like, yeah, it is. But if you get a crew to play with, it's less.
Over here.
It's way more fun.
Smells so good. Be careful.
Are you getting like the fanciest version of the Steam Deck?
Yeah,
Nice.
I
That's one
have
that
to
would
because
really
there's certain RPG games that I won't stream that I know I will play,
get. Mhm.
and I've come to understanding. Like, look, I'll give you an example. I got old games on here that I haven't touched, so I'll use one of those as the Sonic game that came out a few years ago that I never fucking finished. Pal World is an example of a game that I'll never play on stream again, just because of my personality with those kind of games.
Yeah.
But I'll play it when I'm going to bed on like my Steam Deck or something like that. I have
Yeah.
Great Ace Chronicles. It's not my kind of game. I would never stream it, but I would play it. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
I got a list of
Yeah.
games where I definitely would play these games, but it's more like not on stream.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
I like Cult of the Lamb, and I played it on stream before, but sometimes I'd rather just farm. Like,
Yeah.
and that's the thing about streaming. I don't care what anybody says. I don't like farming on stream at all. I actually detest it to the point where I will stop playing a game and switch to something else. I don't have to farm just because I'm too old. I'm sorry, I'm too old. It's one of the few things I realize I'm getting older now. Farming for like endless amounts of hours on stream, especially. I'm like, unless I'm just being goofy, like, you know, just chill night type shit. I really can't stand doing it for too long. I get bored too easily, and I'm like, I can't do this shit. But for fun,
Yeah.
you know, absolutely.
I feel that.
For me personally, the only time I'll grind is in a game like this, where it's like action orientated.
Hmm.
But like a traditional JRPG, no one wants to see me fight the same area over and over again.
No, it's like right now I'm playing Fantasio, right? We talked about Metaphor and everything. Metaphor Fantasio, and I'm at a part of the game where I have to farm no matter what. I'm not gonna be able to beat the boss, and I can't leave the fucking goddamn stage, which I played earlier in this game on stream, without leveling up. So guess what? That's the game that I would prefer to just, you know, play on the Steam
Not
Deck
play.
before I like
Yeah.
even if it's like 20 minutes before bed. I have another example is like when I said I'm going back to even like doing content, finding ways where I can do things portably the older I get is more important to me, especially when I hear like my favorite artists having like back problems from sitting a certain way, standing a certain way, from sitting at their desk for hours.
Yeah.
That's gonna be us someday, bro. That it really is. From like look like even if I've done it off and on, look how much content you put in, vice versa. After a while, it does mess with you. You sit at your computer chair for 6 to 8 hours, whether it be if you work an office job,
And
you
that I
feel it
have
on
an
your
office
back,
job.
and you have scoliosis. For fuck's sake.
Just play it cool.
Yeah. God. Yeah.
So it's worse on you
I
than it is
mean,
me, and I'm bitching.
Lines like me there?
Yeah. I've made some really poor life decisions. Like I neglected my teeth for a long time in my youth, so they're all fucked up now.
I'll do my best not
Like
to
I'm missing a
start.
tooth in there. Like I don't like smiling because of it. I don't like showing my teeth in my videos because I have like Simpsons overbite. That's what I like to call it. And I-
Simpsons over.
Yep.
I
And
mean, if
I
it makes you
just- I'm
feel any
not-
better, I go to a dentist for the first time in God knows how long because waiting for seeing a dentist during the pandemic was the worst.
Oh my God. Yeah,
I
I
had to
gotta
settle
go to the-
appointments for over a year, and then when my insurance switched, it's like every single time it's like 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, or I'll get insurance coverage or a PPO has horrendous providers. So I got, you know, somebody finally. I've been doing like a lot of medical appointments too in my time off, from content stuff a lot lately. So medical appointments, making sure I'm good, and getting physicals. And I am due for another physical later this year, actually. But we only got one
I
body
gotta-
and one mind, and it's hard when, like I said earlier, we work so damn hard and we do this shit on the side. Like, yeah, we're relieving stress and stuff, but I mean, are you eating healthier every day? And mind you, I'm the guy that works out. I don't have the time, especially with how
dude,
much I'm on the go. I'm about to get me a fucking another steam cooker for like rice only, just because I don't have time to make rice and cook and do everything every day. And give me another 2 weeks and back to back. Food is always gonna be early in the day, So later at night, I'm always gonna have something made, pre-prepped, and cooked because I can't fucking do it.
Yeah, no, that's I think the hardest thing for me is finding time to cook. Slow cookers are a godsend in that
Oh
regard.
yes, yes the fuck they are.
Like I today I made some, what's it called? It was slow cooker. It was chicken dumpling. I think we talked about this earlier too. And it's shitty soup. Like, I mean, not shitty, but it's like a very basic soup. I think it was too much salt in it this time, but
We'll be going then.
very simplistic. One moment, Corey. I gotta invite you.
I was gonna say invite me to your channel.
Wow.
Your
Yeah,
link.
I've owned Sonic Frontiers for 3 years, and I haven't played it in a year.
I played Sonic Frontiers. I got basically to the end and then stopped playing because I just got bored of it.
We should head back.
Like, I don't think it's a bad game, but at the same time, it's not. It's slightly above average. I think it's great for a Sonic game, but at the same time,
It's a Steam Deck game, that's in my opinion. It's not a sit up and sit on your chair game.
yeah. Well, like it has horrible pop-in, or at least at launch, so it may have changed. At launch, there was horrible pop-in. The boss fights sucked.
Oh yeah, they did.
They were fucking terrible.
It was
The
almost
parry
like
system in it is retarded.
they built like it was like and tell me I'm wrong. It was like dead ass like they built a fucking mash, like a mash button for every boss you fight, and it just felt like you're just mashing the same buttons all the time just to beat a boss. Or am I bugging?
Yeah, I mean you're right.
Because you're
It
playing
was
Sonic.
very-
Are you really gonna try to master combat playing Sonic outside of Sonic Rumble? Fuck no.
Yeah. Sonic Rumble. Oh man, classic.
Fucking
it's-
classic, man.
Like I don't like Sonic is definitely a game where you shouldn't bother me.
Fucking bugs!
Combat.
Bugs!
So like,
Get off me! Get off me! Get off me! Sorry.
it's good. It's one of those games where I want to like, I think platformers generally shouldn't have combat in it because I don't think a lot of platformers do combat very well, or at least like they try to do this like in-depth combat, but what it really does is it's just bad combat that takes away from the platforming that could be made better. Like, you know, look at Spyro. Spyro's a great game. If they added combat into that, it would suck. Same thing with
always
like
combat
Crash.
in Spyro.
That's not combat. That's not real combat. I'm talking about like a combo system.
Oh, I see.
You know, and then like instead of platforming, like there's segments where you're supposed to be you know, fighting people in like a scripted combat segment. They did that with I was watching my buddy Wakey Dreams play like I forgot what it's called. It was one of the newer Crash games. Not the what the fuck? Oh yeah, it's Big Chicken.
Crash
It was one of the
Bandicoot?
newer Crash. Yeah, but it wasn't like one of the remakes. It was one of the post PlayStation 1 trilogy. I don't remember what it's called, but like there's like full on like combat segments, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? This looks like ass.
I'm at a stage now where if we redo certain platform games I grew up with, I gotta be like your boy Stone Lord here and get baked, because that's Crash Bandicoot is one of those games.
Almost there.
I don't even play Stone Lord's my brother, by the way.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, like you're surprised."
I bet.
So I put up with him.
Oh yeah. Like,
I'm
I'll
glad
be
you
honest,
said that. I
was
didn't
his
say it
brother.
first. Thank you.
Yeah. Me and my brother are like complete total opposites from each other. So.
Hey, listen, me and my little brother are slightly the same, because he would have said the same shit though. That's Stone just said.
That's what brothers are for. You gotta rib each other a little bit.
So, fun fact, back in the day, I used to be like a Nintendo fanboy. Like,
Clearly.
yeah, not like the not as close to Andrew Dobson, but pretty damn close to Andrew Dobson.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, the Wii is just superior to the PlayStation 3 because it's Nintendo and not PlayStation. So like, hey, I was that bad for a while, and then I got my shit together and became not retarded.
I'm gonna tell you something.
And realized that like Nintendo kind of sucks at the same time.
Well, let's talk Nintendo specifics just for 2 seconds, and I'll try not to rant, guys. I'm sorry, I'm annoying.
You're good.
Nintendo has.
I like their games.
No, Nintendo has low-end graphics. They have fun games. They have innovative games sometimes. Splatoon is one of those games. No matter how much it's not for me, I like how innovative it is. Sony does not offer many innovative games. Xbox, like Microsoft, rarely offers innovative games anymore. We've gotten to a point now where I'll be honest with you guys, most innovative games are on PC and Switch. And then eventually on console for everybody or instantly, but they're not creating them. They're not making them. That's kind of my issue right now with PlayStation. Sometimes it's like, the fuck is the goddamn exclusives? Why would I buy PS5 right now, even the more remodeled version, if there's no games for me to buy that are exclusive? The only exclusive game I was gonna buy it for was Final Fantasy. They made that shit for PC. Now I don't fucking need it until they tell me PC is 100% cleared out.
Yeah.
Of kinks, 'cause I'm pretty sure there's
the maddening thing is like Sony used to be really, really, really good with unique IPs. Like Sony of Japan specifically, like would make a lot of interesting games. Look at PlayStation 1, the variety you see in a PlayStation 1, and compare it to what you see now.
Hey there. What can I
Like
do?
there's so much more. They were willing to try so much more, and that's the curse of AAA gaming. But
Either way.
for the love of God, Sony, like just fucking fund an indie studio or some shit, please, for the love of Christ. No sharpness. Oh shit, you're right. I'm used to my sharpness being significantly higher. And that's like my biggest issue with Sony right now is that they got rid of like, and to be fair, there was a lot of third-party stuff. Like Ape Escape was not made by Sony, but Ape Escape was badass.
I remember Ape Escape.
Ape Escape was so.
Didn't they
cool.
make a new one?
They made, I believe there was a sequel, but I don't think Konami's really going to be making too many games. I mean, I think recently they announced that they're doing a Metal Gear game or something like that. And they've done a couple Contra games, but their focus right now is pachinko shit. It's kind of sad because they had some really good IPs back in the day. But Sony did have like it just back in the 90s and early 2000s, and I'm gonna sound like a fucking boomer saying this, you just had more variety in what you had available to you when it came to the type of games you would play. And now everyone's trying to like, what the fuck happened to my hair? Okay.
You're funny as shit. Are you bald?
No, yeah. When I put on my mantle, I was bald all of a sudden. I was so mad.
Question: have you seen Full Metal Alchemist?
I've heard of it. I've seen parts of it.
Okay.
I haven't.
Do you know there's a bald character who's he's white, physically, muscularly dense? His name is Armstrong.
Oh yeah, dude. He's hilarious. I've seen the like memes of him.
So when you mention innovative games, back in the day when X-Play, we talked about this before. X-Play was a thing, and Attack of Show and everything. They used to do midnight Japanese.
Was that called like Nocturnal Emission?
Something like that, and it was
I
actually.
remember seeing that.
They tried to make it seem like it was inappropriate Japanese games, but it was actually a mixture between inappropriate sometimes, and then like, what are you guys doing by the way? Because I need to do a random thing to get my shit up.
I was just running around.
Oh, there's an invitation. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I just seen that.
Oh, that's Corey's match. If you have to initiate a quest, and then we can join you. So like, just let us know when you initiate the quest, and then we'll bump in. I want to finish off this random thing that I'm kicking the shit out.
I gotta finish preparation to talk to Alma anyway.
Right
But
Yeah.
no, what I was basically saying is like there's a game where it's weird and they're dressed like the most Bobo mixed with Armstrong from Fullmetal Alchemist characters, and it is a fun side-scrolling platformer, but it's just weird because that's how the Japanese were. They made games like that that would never leave their country, and it was like the dude was spinning around shooting hearts or something like that, and you got to dodge the hearts or you get killed. One of those kind of platformers, and they just get weirder every stage you go on. It's similar to like how Katamari looks, but in a very side-scrolly, creepier way. They made games like that. Now, I really wish that those games saw the day of life, and like the light of day. I mean, and they were not only in like cross-platform PC games, but they're re-released in the States. You know, there's a lot of games we're focused on a lot about like making our games better, but the Japanese still have a lot of games they still make that don't come to the States. Nobody really talks about this. Because we now are in a different era. We're in a different era of like everything is instant gratification, so nobody thinks about it anymore. But I remember when we used to see a lot of these trailers. So like when a game doesn't drop, and they'd be like, "Oh, it's just not coming." Once in a blue moon, it's like, "No, it's not coming to the States. We're no longer porting it." I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, hold the fuck up. What you mean? Let me give you an example. Let's say Monster Hunter didn't blow up like that in the States, right?
I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles was not going to release in the States.
Right. But I'm saying, like, think of your favorite games that like wasn't here first, and there are other places. Like Wise is one of my favorite games, or the Persona series with localization, right? Or the Shin Megami Tensei series. You know, a lot of series like that. It's like, okay, we never came here unless, you know, somebody put the work in, made different localization companies, Atlas West. You know what I'm saying? Atlas East, things like that. They're very important because like same thing I mentioned with that bullshit with anime. Like, we need companies that give a fuck, but I would love to see obscure Japanese games I never would have played, but because they're so different, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll try it.
Yeah. Oh, I messaged one of my buddy. He's really into niche culture in Japan. Like, I got a PS1 emulator. Send me your favorite games. There's this one game that I'm looking at. It's called No One Can Stop Mr. Domino or something like that.
Yeah.
And it looks really, really fun. And it's a very simple concept. It's like you play as a domino guy. It's like an endless runner kind of, but you set up dominoes, and your goal is to create a combo with all the dominoes. And it looks very simple. It looks, really fun though. It's kind of like you look at Pepsi Man. Looks like a dumb game, but still at the same time, it's just an interesting concept. It's a game that I'd pay like $10 to play, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot, like, unfortunately, especially with AAA games right now, they're like, we want to get the most money, so we're gonna play it safe. What's popular right now? Hero shooters, battle royale. It's unfortunate because it's like I want more.
What's it called, Otaku?
I want more variety in my games. Like the indie market is kind of what it's.
Oh, yeah, we did
come
some
down
missions
to.
and shit.
Those guys are
Go blend
making
the
up
bottle
for that,
for
but
what?
at the same time, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of indie titles follow trends. Like, it's like, oh hey, look at how many fucking Earthbound RPG-inspired RPGs are out there. Then you got Silica, which is completely different. You don't see a lot of Silicas where it's a, hey, we're gonna try to make a RTS FPS, or a very rare crossbreed of games. You just there is the variety. You just have to look under the surface, but they're not as popular because everyone's like, oh hey, this Earthbound-inspired pixel art game, but they're not going to look at like the more interesting, more in-depth things like that. Or Geomythica is a game that I recently grabbed. Came out yesterday or whatever day Xenoblade Chronicles came out, so I'm not going to be able to play it until I finish that. But NES-inspired RPG, action RPG. It looks really interesting. I've seen absolutely no fanfare around it. Then you got like stuff like if you just look at my if you were to look at my shit in my Steam catalog,
Right.
a bunch of indie games that are not the normal stereotype for indie games. So when people think indie game, they think something like Fez or The Binding of Isaac, when in reality it's much more broad. But you don't wind up hearing about them as often, I think, is the main issue. It's like you got Kingmakers, which looks great. So Kingmakers is like a game where they are blending first-person shooter elements into a RTS.
Right.
And the setting is you're a guy from the future, or modern times, I don't really know, who gets sent back into the medieval era, but you bring back with you modern tech. So you're in a medieval warfare battle with a fucking machine gun. You can get into a pickup truck and just start running people over and stuff. Like, it looks hilarious. It looks like it's played off completely straight at the same time, too. I also, now that I'm on it, I think a lot of AAA games lack whimsy. They, like, you know, back in the day, like, you could have, like, a character that is, like, a retarded fox. Not retarded, an ADD-ridden fox.
Facts.
Crash Bandicoot. You don't get that now. You get, like, angry man or, like, strong woman. That's it. Those are the characters that you can play as. Just give me a fucking, like, insane retard. Or, like, an anthropomorphic fucking car.
Well, the other
So
problem
stupid.
too is in America we only have certain innovative companies. Like, remember when Rockstar made Bully?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't get games like that anymore either.
Oh, you didn't tell me you had
What did y'all think about that? Fuck, what's it like? Astro Buddy, the PlayStation put out.
Astrobot?
Oh yeah, it actually
Yeah.
looked cool as shit. Actually,
Yeah, that's why it was really fun.
I played it a little bit. Ended up playing it a little
Yeah,
bit.
I heard it was, at least, you know, for the PlayStation, they really use the controller.
Yeah, it looked really
Just-
fun, I ain't gonna lie. The other one that I really want to get, I just don't have money for, is, what's it called? The one that you wanted to play with me, Corey. Split Fiction's really fun.
I'll probably end up getting that, so you don't even need to worry about getting it.
Okay. We should maybe make a video on that. We also gotta work on a Remnant video, man. Like, we've been neglecting that for a while.
Bro. Yeah.
It was like, yeah, we're gonna do this Remnant video for our series that we started last year, made one video on and stopped.
That's how it be, man. I'm telling you.
Started
It's-
making this video 6 months later, we're still...
We started, well, we started with Golden Axe, and then we were gonna move on to Golden Axe 2, but then I kind of like, wasn't enjoying it as much as I enjoyed Golden Axe 1. So, then we're like, okay, let's find a different game, and then we switched to a couple games before we landed on Remnant
thank
2,
you.
right? But like, I want to get that one done, but I also lost a good chunk of the footage, unfortunately. When I was moving it in a SSD, and the SSD itself, like, shit itself, and all of the footage. I'm so glad that was the only footage on there, though. Like, because I was in the middle of editing another video, that if I would have lost that, I would have killed myself.
Yeah, I'm happy that it was just that, because on top of that, it's not like we caught anything too crazy. It's mostly just us, like, catching moments.
What we should be also doing is, I also want you to get that green screen set up, so we can do that idea that I have.
I'm gonna
So
die!
We interchange the green
No!
screen.
Yeah, well, now that once I get the computer set up,
Stop putting your head in the cup, cat!
I have my taxes, so I should be able to get that.
Yeah, so we could, like, when we're filming the video, like, I can talk to you, and we're just like we can appear like we're together rather than a billion miles apart. I think it would be a funny thing to try.
I think
Also,
it'd be cool.
we can do skits with it too. We can do green screen skits.
Green screen skits.
Oh yeah. I got a great intro for my Xenoblade video. I think it's hilarious, personally. I don't know if it's actually that good, but
That's how it be, man. You gotta make it funny for yourself. Cause if you
If it
wouldn't
makes you
watch
laugh,
it,
it'll
if
make
you
somebody
wouldn't
else
fucking,
laugh.
if you wouldn't fucking watch it, then why the fuck would you expect somebody else to watch it?
yeah. Oh man, like my Battle Legend Aquila video is pretty fun. By the way, if you want to watch my Battle Legend Aquila video, it's my latest video. In with the plug to my one viewer.
Did you get my
Yeah.
Did you get my comments on it?
Good videos, good reviews, son.
Bro, I legitimately thought you were being hyperbolic when you say you said it too much, but it's like, yeah,
Oh
he
my
says
God.
way too much.
I was like, we have to get this. Like, just like there was so much corn in that game. It was insane. But like, oh man, dude, such a unique game. Oh yeah, Battle Legend of Aquila is like, there's no other game like it. I have not. I've seen like one game that's like maybe kind of close, but not really. I took off his tail.
My first thought was like, how the fuck do you find these weird niche mech games?
Look them up.
I
But
told
he's
you.
like, I played this 20 years ago, and I'm like, what the fuck again?
Oh, man, well, we played it at Tony's house, and I think he brought over. I think he played it. Like he didn't play it, but I think he brought over his PS2 once to our house, and we played it. And you may have not even been home at that time. That was back. That was back when Best Buy was a thing when we got it. It was a whim rental, and it was really cool. I haven't been able to get a hold of Tony to tell him to watch the video. I'm hoping he's okay. Like, he was going through it last I talked to him. I told him if he needed something, give me a call. He got laid off. He got laid off, and another one of his friends killed himself or something like that, which isn't great, and I feel so bad. But he's like also like 2 hours away, so I can't like go visit him and be like, "Yo, bro, you need some solid dick."
Yeah, right.
He would appreciate if I said that. Like, yo, you need some
No, he
solid
would.
dick.
That's definitely some shit he would.
Look at this pussy. Look at this pussy.
He's
on
getting
it.
annihilated. He's big old cock. I think Spammer used to mean Sword and Shield back, and that should probably Whetstone my shit. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so Doc, let us know when you initiate a quest. When it says quest started, then we can join you. Otherwise, we can't join you until
Yeah, as soon as it says begin quest in the fight.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll get
It's
you
kind of
guys
odd.
another quest in a few seconds. Actually, I want to end this shit real quick.
Oh, you're good, man. I'm not in a rush. I don't want you to like start and be like, where the hell are you guys? And then it's like,
Nah, I'm not tripping.
They left me behind.
Don't worry.
But yeah. The next, so I'm gonna start doing some more like classic games occasionally on the channel. So I got, I think I already said that I plan to do a Bushido Blade video. But there's a couple other ones that I've shared with Corey. I'm not gonna share with other people because I don't want to reveal all of my plans. But another game that he doesn't remember at all, I think, but I do.
I do remember Bushido Blade though.
Bushido Blade was fun.
Getting shot by that one guy was just so baffling.
Oh, dude, that was great. I remember, like, you were the first one to unlock that fight, and you just, like, ran at him, and he just shoots you in the face. It was so good. Oh, my God, it was so good. I think his name's Katsi. Dude, the way to unlock him is so fucking insane. 100, you have to beat Slash Mode without dying once. And to beat Slash Mode, you gotta kill 100 ninjas without dying. Fuck that. In a game where one shot can kill you and cripple you, yeah, it's difficult. Although it does seem like each set of 10 ninjas has a very specific move set that they'll use, and all you have to do is learn how to successfully counter it. And you can do it relatively easily. So it's more or less a learning how to play to get there.
Are you sure?
Which, like, I feel like if I were to dedicate like 2 weeks of my life to doing it, I could do it without cheating. And by cheating, I mean using save states. I really want to use the save states, though.
I sure did. Even added a holster so you can carry an additional weapon.
I was originally going to review Bushido Blade 1 and 2 in the same video, but I think we'll do just 1 and then maybe 2 if I get a decent amount of views on it. But who knows? So check this
That's how I
out. I
feel.
got. Yeah, this is my life all the time. So we're on hiatus in my D&D group right now, but DM said that I could use my own dice for the stuff. As long as I tell the truth, and we all know that I don't lie. I never lie. I'm always correct. And since I main gun characters here, let me pull that hair tie off. Since I made gun characters, I'm like, I'm gonna buy gun dice. So I got bullet dice. It's a revolver. Can't really tell too much because of the camera. Here. What I should do is I should get a couple loaded dice, and then when he asks for
Okay.
legit, I can just use the loaded dice.
Mhm.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't cheat in dungeons. That's gay as hell.
Great.
Are you gonna fight?
Yay, my hunter rank went up by 2.
Oh yeah.
Get ready.
And
I'll be
went
right-
up.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's time for you to take a shit. Let me stop.
Not yet.
He's saving that one for later.
I bet.
So long for now.
Thanks
Oh,
for saving my
Lord.
whiskers, hon, but not that sort.
Stupid fucking
Better you
cat.
keep, the more here.
Joke's on you. I have protein powder and have neglected buying my Fiber 1 bars for the last 2 weeks. I won't be able to shit for 3 days.
Oh god. That sounds like a horrible bathroom experience when you walk by after you go there.
It is always.
Like, sir,
I love
warn
when you
us
left the
first,
party.
sir. Who, me?
Yes, as you left the party.
Nah, connection stopped.
Oh.
Oh damn.
So, I gotta basically do
I
this.
think you have to go back to the start. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's kind of annoying that the game is kind of broken right off the root.
So you guys definitely have had that issue multiple times.
I mean, just the fact that you have to close the game and reopen it to get back in the multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I do have to do that?
Have you selected your weapon?
Or is that
That's the only way I
sometimes?
figured it out.
Oh, well, I mean, I see
Or-
you just joined the
Somewhere.
party. I didn't leave shit. So I'm just like, has it been a problem continually?
Weird.
I just
don't know,
seen
maybe it's just the PlayStation.
Oh, I couldn't believe my. I was, but
If you return the title for it.
Oh,
be
I
able
never even tried that. I just closed the game and reopened it.
Corey, can you leave? Can you do that right now? Because this says you're in a squad. I can't invite you.
I thought I was already in y'all's game.
I just left. Yeah, it says you're already in the squad.
Yeah. Right?
I just, no, well now I'm not in the squad anymore. Here, I'm going to return the title,
Alright, I'll return the title and yeah.
and then I'll invite you guys to the squad.
Should I do the same? Go to the fucking title?
Yeah, just to be safe, might as well.
Shit. So what issues have you guys had playing this shit?
Mainly mine is performance issues. But if you bump down the graphics significantly, it works slightly better.
I haven't
What-
haven't had any problems with that. What kind of GPU do you have?
I have a 3060 Ti.
Yeah, you technically have a supposedly a better GPU than mine, but I haven't had any issues playing this so far. Actually, I'm
I
surprised
also
how.
am running on a very older CPU, a Ryzen 5, I believe.
Oh,
The thing I
yeah, that
noticed
explains a lot.
is
Yeah, because I have a
you
better, I have an
can't-
older CPU than you, but you have an older GPU. Interesting.
If you
I think
click
we can-
on lobby search, your game will just brick.
Yours?
Yeah.
That's weird.
So what do I go in when I go to lobby? Do I go to? I don't go to
Just
Just
you
click
can select
recommended.
anything.
recommended lobby.
Yeah. I
Damn.
started my own private lobby, but you can join in on lobbies don't really matter. You can still link party, and links go through lobbies. It's
As long as you're
very
not stuck in that online
weird.
single player.
Yeah.
This is the type of shit that made me not finish Dragon's Dogma when I first played it for like 2 months, 4 months back and forth.
Yeah, it's annoying.
And I finished Dragon's Dogma 1 with issues, but it's just no excuse in 2020. I'll say last year, even though it's because that's when I played it. 2024. There's no reason why I should be playing a game with 80 bugs on it. That's crazy to me.
Especially a game you buy.
Why does it not let me in? I invited. I can invite Seaman. I can invite God, but I can't invite Seaman.
Seaman, man.
His old name used to be Seaman Man.
Seaman, man. Seaman, man.
Oh, I'm so
Seaman.
dumb.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Here, Doc, go into a quest. I want to see something.
All right, let me put my tired thinking cap on and let's think like Blue's Clues.
Did you invite me to your link party yet, Ian?
Yeah, I think the reason why I was messing up was because I was trying to invite you to my squad. So I believe if you're in a squad with people, the terrible people squad, whenever they go into a hunt, it pings everyone, and you can go into that hunt. So now that like say like tomorrow, if I were to be playing, and then I guess my link party disappeared again.
I'm in. It's you and me in there, man.
Why isn't Doc now?
What? I was just in there. What?
Yeah, you were just in there. This might be a UI bug too.
I'm in the.
Does it show your name in there too?
I'm in the terrible people.
Okay. I think if you engage into a quest, it will put up an automatic invitation to us because you're in terrible people, and I kind of want to see if that's how it works.
I mean, I
So
got
you
a
have
link,
to,
a link party invitation right after, so I don't
Okay,
fucking know.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
And I'm still in
They,
terrible people, so cool.
yeah.
All right, guys,
So
we're on the thing again. I guess I'm just like, where the fuck do I request for quests again? 'Cause I'm tired. I'm probably gonna be done soon, but I'm just like, where the
Alright.
fuck do I go?
You just talked to
Look
Alma.
for the little red.
Alma again? Well, she's
Yeah,
gone,
she's-
and I gotta talk to Ferdinand, the researcher, instead.
Hey, yeah, that's the storyline. But Alma's gonna be the one that gives you your quests usually,
Okay, this bitch
barring
disappeared.
something like in the story. Yeah. You have to
Yeah.
continue the story sometimes, and she'll disappear. It's kind of annoying.
The NPC disappearing shit I hate the most, though, in games like these, even though it's fun and realistic. I also hate it at the same time. Like in Dragon's Dogma when I killed somebody and then I had to do that rebirth, reincarnation stone bullshit. That was not fun.
What game?
Dragon's Dogma 2. I killed one of the characters I wasn't supposed to mid-story by accident, and then I had to fucking...
I saw what
Oh,
happened.
yeah.
He came and started swinging at you for no reason.
Yeah, and I had to fucking get the stone, and I didn't have the money for it, so I spent like 2 weeks trying to get the fucking money for that shit. And by the time I got it, I was like, wow, I don't want to play this shit no more. I literally did that, brought him back to life, did the quest.
He attacked you
listen,
again.
listen, did the quest, yeah, he attacked me again, but I still did the quest and solved it, and I was like, you know what? Did 2 more quests. I said, yeah, I don't want to play this shit no more. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't have that issue, but I can definitely see it being annoying. The maddening thing is, like, Capcom hasn't really improved on Dragon's Dogma 2 at all.
It was literally Dragon's Dogma 1 with more... The expanded DLC 10-year wait version with 1 million issues.
Mm-hmm. What I'm mad about most with it is that it has less variety than Dark Arisen, and I believe some people have said it has less variety than the original game before Dark Arisen. So it's like it has a bunch of smaller monsters, which are, you know, there's a variety in them per se, but you don't have a lot of larger monsters. Like, you know, he had ogres and then like an angrier ogre. Then you have like the Cyclops, and then you have the Minotaur. But like you don't have like the cockatrice. You don't have like the freaking big viper thing. You don't have like the Hydra. Like, it's like, bro, like bring, like, why are those out there? Like, these ones from the original game should be in the game. Like, I want to fight, like, I think you can fight a Medusa, but I want to fight a chicken. And then you, like, it's like, you got the Sphinx, which you can't, and the Sphinx with this puzzle side quest. I do think overall, I think the combat was improved, with the exception of the performance being shit, so that makes combat not quite as fun. Because the performance in the combat in the original was fine. I just think the classes were less interesting to me. I think there was an overall improvement in distinction in the classes. I felt like the classes in 1 were... I think they used the same weapons too much. Like, in 2, you had, like, the spear. That was cool. You had more options for that, which I thought was better. But then then you had all the issues. It was not very much of an improvement. Like, here's the thing: is if it had better performance and it wasn't as buggy as it was, it would have basically been a slightly better Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah.
Excluding the story, because the story of Dragon's Dogma 1 is objectively superior to Dragon's Dogma 2, as well as the characters. It would have just been like a...
I can barely remember what the fuck I was doing in Dragon's Dogma 2. It's my turn it back on, bro.
Yeah, well, like Dragon's Dogma 1 had like characters, and Dragon's Dogma 2 didn't have them. They weren't as like notable. Like you had the one bitch in the guard. Like they weren't super fleshed out, but they actually had like mini character arcs. I don't think I really saw that at all in Dragon's Dogma 2. Like, Dragon's Dogma 2 might as well just be like almost Monster Hunter in terms of story.
I'll ride with you.
Are you guys able to join in my current mission or no?
We're in.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
I'm running towards it.
There it is. I didn't see it pop up yet.
Time to kill myself.
All right, I gotta look at my Discord quickly. Give me one moment.
Calm the mind and focus. I'll put the materials I gathered in your item box.
Oh, it's the stupid chicken thing again.
Yeah. I feel like a lot. I think the general consensus is that the RV engine isn't great for open game. Dragon's Dogma. Its performance was terrible, and so is this game. But if you look at the games, the RE engine, or what it was designed for, that being Resident Evil, it works fantastic. Which is small, tight spaces, very few enemies. If you sneak up behind them, you can stealth attack them and do a bunch of damage. I don't know if we can do it now because it was aggroed. You have to do it before it notices you.
Is there like an instant self thing, or
you so you crouch? I forgot what button is crouch.
yeah, that's not what the fuck is crouch.
So you crouch. I think it's
Oh, I got it.
yeah, but you have to do it before it notices you. And then you can get like it won't be an instant kill, but you get a decent amount of damage in right off the bat. And you get a cool animation.
He's trying to kill me.
Also, if you... Oh, yeah, get perfect guarded, ho. What the hell is that? Oh, where'd it go? Wasn't paying attention.
No!
Oh, there one.
He's trying to get at me because I'm shooting him. Protect me!
One moment.
Don't reload. Thank
Get
you.
in my neck. Alright. I'm on the way. Where the hell is it? Ah, yeah. Oh shit, I just realized I still have my other music playing. Give me one moment. Yeah, sorry about that. We don't need that flashing music. I was just like doing talking, so I don't like to have just dead noise while I'm talking. Oh, I'm on the way. Why are you using bow and arrow, Corey? What are you, gay?
Well, I figured I'd give it a try if we're going for these lower level monsters for right now.
Real men use swords. Or guns.
Or bazookas.
Yeah. I know in, what's it called? God Eater. Your weapon can transform into a gun, which is pretty cool. Oh! Who the hell is that?
No idea.
Come at me, bro. They need to make a new weapon class and call it the dual saber.
Oh,
Where
I was wondering where my
it's like
fucking
dark
items
mode.
were. I'm like, I must have put them in the safe. 'Cause I'm trying to recover myself. I'm like, fuck, I have no potions. I'm wondering where my shit's gonna
they're-
fucking work.
I think there. Sorry. I think there is some heal bugs over across the pond or the river. No,
Oh, that's what
I'm
that shit
low.
is?
Yeah, you can find them.
What do they look
Yeah,
like?
they made. They're like green floating bugs. Let me see if I can
I
find
don't know, so I
one.
can stop fucking mashing shit. I don't see it recovering shit.
I'm trying to find it. Usually there is something over here. Yeah, I found one. I think there's this plant. This plant might also be a healing plant.
My ass will die in like 2 hits at this point. Fuck.
You know, where you at?
Right next to y'all not doing shit.
Oh, I moved away. Here, let me find you. I'm gonna get on my... Find you. Alright. Follow
There
me.
should be a button that you have extra shit sitting in your chocobo guy.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Are you playing on keyboard and mouse or controller?
Controller.
Hit your right analog.
I think it's left analog. What one of the two?
No, it is left analog. I'm dumb. I get my left, right, and left mixed up all the time. If you hit your right analog, you'll switch your weapon to your secondary.
Alright. So where
left.
the fuck is my damn equipment then? I mean, not my equipment, my damn supplies. I got the weapon switch easy.
A
Press
square.
Is that not available? You have the sacred pouch. You press when you're on the sacred, press left analog, left D-pad.
When I'm on what?
When you're on the sacred, the bird,
Okay.
your chocobo, and then it will open up a little menu.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I just can't get this stupid ass shit. Hold on. It's funny because once I fucking get it, I won't be fucking like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, and also while you're on the bird, you can heal.
Well, you know
So
what?
like what I like to do is if I get like knocked down, I'll call over my bird so it can like get me away from there. So it'll like grab me and I'll be like, oh thank you.
I'm gonna have to stop
Ow.
being tired of shit, and I'm gonna figure it out. But my brain is off, gentlemen. Which is why I know this. For my end, I am done.
Okay.
I don't even do long. Yeah, I understand. You usually catch me. This is probably the longest stream I did.
Yeah.
In the last few weeks.
Usually you're in bed by, or not in bed, but done by like 8 or 9 p.m. I think. Right.
Well, I have an earlier time that I do these right now, so this is usually the time I'd be done. But I have more time to do longer variations of it, so it's not bad. You guys are great. If you couldn't tell, in the last 40 minutes, I shut the fuck up.
You're good, man. You're good.
Yeah,
Hey, man, I hope you
I'm
have a
either
wonderful
tired.
night,
I'm either
man.
tired, Aggie. Well, I got 80 other things. Tired, Aggie, or high as fuck. And we about to be all three. You know I'm not playing. Much love, y'all. We're gonna definitely do this again. We got the chance. If it's not next week, another time, let me know.
I'll probably
yeah,
wind
man.
up streaming it again next week, Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if Corey's gonna join because I don't know what his schedule is looking like.
I'll
But
do my best if I don't pick up overtime.
yeah, we'll pick up overtime on a different day, asshole.
Oh, okay. I had some random. I think a viewer bot again. I forgot we get those still once in a while.
Yeah, I get them too. They're so annoying.
They're not as bad as it used to be though. I don't get as much
Oh,
spam as I used to do on my platform as I had, which I'm kind of glad. That just means all the bigger streamers gotta deal with that bullshit.
Yeah, I feel like those bot things probably get drowned out by the billions of people talking in chat saying dumb shit. Like, okay, actually,
I don't even know who this this woman is, but she went viral the other day for literally having her viewer bot show on stream, and I'm like, I remember. I'll admit, I had one. I didn't know that's what it was called. I had one for like about 2 months. There was a group I was
You
in.
mean like
No, there's a group that I was in that forcibly gave me one. This was like 2018, 2017 when I first started. And they said to be part of that group. I don't even remember what they were called. I forgot what they were called. It was part of being in their group. And then after I seen like the downsides of being in those type of platforms, I basically had them remove that shit within 2 months.
yeah.
So this was like 28. Yeah, it had to be 2018, 2019. I had it removed. But yeah, a lot of it was just really weird. We had people that were partners, but they were view botting, and Twitch didn't do shit about it. And then I'll come on their page, and they're always like less than 20 viewers a stream, and I'm like, you're a fucking partner. What in the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you should bare minimum, in
That's
my
just-
opinion, even on a bad day, have 30 to 40 viewers. You got like less than 20 in some cases.
So what they would do was they wouldn't necessarily view bot, but what they would do is they do this thing called where you would oops, this is the wrong thing. Where you would watch multiple streamers at once and get points by doing that. Because I looked into it. I don't know if I joined it or not.
I know you're talking about it's the Royal group that was used to exist. I know you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Cause I was in that shit. Me and you probably talked about it, and you were like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, and I'm pretty sure I probably told you about it, and I told you the downsides too. But I'm honestly glad because it's unfortunate. A lot of those people that use different versions of that platform to big themselves. The lot of the harassment that came with it was interesting. I will say, early Twitch was weird, man.
Yeah,
people
that
harass
wasn't
you
even
with
early
weird
Twitch.
shit.
That was when we joined Twitch.
Yeah,
Early Twitch was Dustin TV and
yeah.
like I think what happened was a lot of people saw Ninja become super popular and they're like, I want to be like Ninja, and it's like I always wanted to stream. Like my whole thing with like me, why it took so long to get into content creation is because Spoiler.